Liam, you are not with us today. You're in the future.
He is in the future.
Glorious Nippon, 13 hours ahead of you.
Damn.
I've already seen the Nintendo press conference. I know what happened.
Oh, shit.
Wait,
Don't get excited for Zelda. It's all about trains again.
No.
Yeah, I
can't
know.
even
It's
tell
not
if he's
great.
serious.
Do they?
I am. That's how time works. I'm already way ahead.
Do they?
It's already the next day.
Yeah. So we've got a thing going on here. We're doing episode 44. So obviously our weeks are nowhere near as interesting as yours are, Liam.
I saw E3 though.
Tell us about the glorious Nippon.
So, I got to... Actually, I haven't had as much time as you might think. I got here, and by the time I got to my apartment, it was like 8 or 9 o'clock at night, so I just, fiddled around locally that night. And then I had one full day before E3, so I spent that full day in Akihabara, which anyone who follows my Twitter will have seen.
Of course.
I know, shocker.
You took that picture of you in the little kid house.
In the little kid house, it was great. A lot of good photos coming in. But yeah, no, it's really great. It's exactly how I remember it, more or less.
Did you take the shinny?
No need yet.
Oh.
In fact, I don't think I'm going anywhere that necessitates it, but I mean, I might. Plans aren't totally set in stone, who knows? Otherwise, no, not a whole lot. Just convenience stores all the time, because they're fucking great. The other night, I had a funny encounter where I went to the convenience store at like 11 o'clock, because I was waiting for the E3 presser at 1 a.m. Microsoft, that is. And it was just packed with drunk salarymen.
Nice.
That's about right.
Nice.
Yeah, so I had to walk to the next one, and the next one was just packed with drunk salarymen. And I had to go through like 3 of them to finally find one with like a decent wait time.
Hey,
but whatever.
How are you eating?
Great. Food's cheaper than anyone says.
Just eat all the fish you
Ice
can
cream
get
all
out of the
day.
fucking ocean.
The fatty tuna.
And whenever you're
The ocean.
when you're eating like
I had some fatty tuna. That shit was good.
okay.
I went to a sushi go round yesterday, and it was easily the best sushi I had in my
What's
life.
a
And
sushi go round?
It was just
It's
like
the sushi on the
in the
conveyor
Pokemon
belt.
Stadium.
Oh, right,
2,
those
that
things.
minigame.
Those
Yeah, that thing. And like it was just some hole in the wall. I don't even know, and it was the best sushi I've ever had.
There you
Oh,
go.
damn.
Already starting off strong.
It's real.
so-
It's real. Okay.
It's real. The thirst is real. Bought some shit.
The struggle is
Bought a
real.
bunch of bullshit. Bought a Vita TV so I can do some bullshit with
They
that.
just announced it.
At what price, though?
$100.
That's
Okay.
Yeah?
That's what the US. Well, you know what? It'll be region free. So once that device comes out here, it'll be like the same.
I should be able to use my American account on this one once that one comes out, because that's the whole issue that's causing the region lock.
Okay.
But regardless, I bought it for maybe some creepy something bullshit. I don't know. So
Yeah.
it had to be bought for reasons anyway.
Well, certainly, and I mean, and like we were both looking at it, but when we saw the price for the imported version, it was unreasonable. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, totally. Importing for $250 for that? No way.
Yeah.
Like, totally not worth
That's
it.
bullshit. I said.
I already got a couple games that I'm like, oh, I'd like to check these out when I get home because maybe these will be good for the channel.
Like what?
What do you got?
I don't know. Willie, you might know this one, but I picked up JoJo Phantom Blood, which is a PS2 action game.
Yep, that's the old JoJo game. Yep.
I don't know if you have any interest in looking at that, but I got that. I got an indie horror game for PC that I can't remember the name of, and it's all the way across the room.
Sick.
Is it secretly Korean?
No, it's actually just Japanese.
Does it have a girl with long black hair on the cover?
Long red hair.
Oh, close enough.
So thank God it was a click beetle and not a house centipede.
All right.
Oh, yo, house centipedes are sick.
I hate you, Liam.
I love you too.
I bet you in Japan they have giant, like,
So
5 foot house
hopefully
centipedes.
the
they probably
viewer or
do.
listener has gotten at least a chuckle at my expense.
Oh, Liam, have you seen any crows?
Any crows?
Crows
no.
or ravens? Because I heard that they're beasts in Japan. Like,
Yeah, they're super
5
huge.
feet tall.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a joke about me eating crow for some E3 prediction. No, I haven't seen any. I'll keep my eyes out though, for sure.
Because
I didn't know that.
a friend of mine that went to Japan like a few years ago, she's like, the crows in Japan can eat crows in Canada.
Holy shit!
And they're also known for calling you idiots.
Yeah,
Because they go aha, and that means dumb.
I'll keep an eye. Yeah, I'll look around for them. But
all right,
not
cool.
So far.
Take a picture.
Although, looking out my window right now, I can see a truck driving by with free on the side, so it's a good day.
Didn't you fucking texted me earlier and you were just like Stand Proud is just casually playing on the radio.
in a fucking like pharmacy where like all these old ladies are working and Stand Proud's just playing on the radio.
That's the fuck where he is, man.
That's pretty good.
Deep in the Mecca.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy Nintendo.
Enjoy the
Liam,
Nintendos.
do weird Japan shit.
Oh, I already am.
Okay, we'll do more.
Oh, yeah, I'll get right on
Buy
that.
me Godzilla
boss.
stuff.
No problem.
Yeah, do a live episode of Creepy Anime bullshit.
I saw a bunch of Godzilla stuff, and a lot of it's so old that I don't know what's good.
Yeah, I'm done with the podcast. Cut his mic.
You need to take pictures and send them to me, and I'll tell you what to do.
Okay, I'll take some photos. Cut
his mic.
All right, love you, Liam.
No, don't cut. Don't cut.
Hey! We're joined once again by Liam in Japan.
Coming straight to you from the land of Boss Coffee.
Oh shit! Did you get to try a lot of Boss Coffee?
I drank 2 this morning.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Do you feel like a boss?
I love it. I've been drinking a bunch of it. I probably shouldn't.
Do you feel like the boss of them all?
Yeah,
There
undoubtedly.
Liam, how many desus do you have now?
Do I have?
Yeah.
Through my bag.
He's actually rifling through a bag.
Yeah, you picked them up everywhere.
There must be like 20 in here.
They were on sale, right?
That's all the desu I need.
Nice.
Well, they've been gathering up for sure, and sometimes like citizens just give them to you as well. So
Square desus.
That's sick.
I've been gathering them, and I've been exchanging them for maple syrup bottles. So
what the fuck is this motherfucker doing, trolling us in front of the Gundam statue? I'm so jelly.
That's so good.
I'm so jelly.
What Gundam statue?
I'm so fucking jelly.
You mean that weird Pacific Rim statue?
That Jaeger.
Pacific
Where the
Rim
fuck did that come
whatever
from?
that is.
What is going on over there, man? How's the latter half of the trip?
Not much. I'll try to remember shit at 7 o'clock in the morning. See how I do. I went to some awesome indoor amusement parks here, which are totally a thing. In particular, I went to a Sega one, and not like an arcade, like an indoor amusement park
With rides?
You get to ride Sonic?
Yeah, there's little roller coasters
That you
and
can
like
fit
attractions and stuff. Oh, yeah, totally.
It's for adults, Wooly.
I wouldn't.
But
fit on
I got
those
to try
rides.
a really cool rail shooter called House of the Dead 4 Special.
Oh, special.
Special?
And House of the Dead 4 Special, I believe it was called. It had an extra word on the end, whatever. Is a modified House of the Dead 4 that you sit on this seat that like rotates around and they blast gusts of winds at you and stuff.
Is
and
that
it's in this
fucking
big dark
afterburner on it?
Yeah.
Dude, it's super cool, and there's screens on the front and the back, and they just spin you around because like, she's just spinning
But I don't
around
get it,
looking at
'cause
zombands.
I have House
and
of
it's,
the Dead
like,
4
super
on
sick.
PSN, and it's like you're just walking around, so how is it that you're
This
in a
one's way
pod
better.
now?
This one's way better. Like,
Okay.
it's super, super cool.
Motherfucker, did you play Gunslinger Stratos?
Oh.
No, but I'm doing that today. I'm going to arcades today.
You better
So,
play it as much as you can,
Yeah, hey-
so that I can live vicariously
Then
through
you
your
gotta go
memory.
find Wada and just be like, yo, what? Why?
Liam.
Today
you,
is that and Guilty Gear Xrd.
Yeah.
Liam, you
Damn it,
and your
I'm
girlfriend
jelly.
need to do like a Game Center, like, please try this Game Center sequence. If you're recording it. Do you have a camera?
I recorded like a couple arcade games so far, but I do need to get more.
Yeah,
Like a
okay.
lot of places they're not cool with you recording.
Oh.
Despite that, I did shoot some film in places I shouldn't be recording because
Nice.
I couldn't resist.
Well, there you go.
You got to take the
Like-
train up to the mom and pop store that has like one machine
Yeah.
in it. You know,
Yeah.
No,
do an
for
expose.
sure. I don't know where those are, but whatever. I guess I'll spoil it a little bit, but there was one bit I couldn't help but record where there was a salaryman playing Patchy Slot.
Yeah.
And he had a baby strapped to his chest and it was just like hanging sideways off the front of it.
Oh, that's
And there was
perfect.
just cigarette smoke everywhere, and the baby was not
Just blowing it
crying,
right
but
into the baby's
visibly
face.
unhappy.
Oh, lovely.
The most shocking
It's
thing about
so
that
bad.
story is that there's a baby in Japan.
yeah, right.
Oh.
How is it not fucking children of
Sick
men?
I only got like
demographic
2 seconds
burn.
of that.
Yeah, no, I totally fucking dissed your demographics.
Why you do this?
Japan.
Other than that, I mean, I've just been exploring like various districts. Went to Shibuya, went to like Harajuku, went to Yoyogi Park, Meiji Shrine. Like,
did you notice? Places. Did you notice the fashion change as you went from one to the other?
Yeah, undoubtedly, absolutely, undoubtedly, and it's even more stark night and day between like Akihabara and Harajuku.
So you said you went to Shibuya, right?
Yeah.
So you saw that statue of the dog?
Hachiko? Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be great if they bulldozed that statue and they had a giant statue of Avril Lavigne.
Sick.
Please don't tell me that's happening.
No, that's not happening. But the whole reason she even made that stupid song is because she's super popular in Japan.
Oh.
I was at a candy store and they were playing Hello Kitty on the TV screen. Very loudly. I know. I knew you'd say that. Good. The fucking song. It's so bad.
It's so bad.
They love it.
It's so bad. Otherwise, I guess I went to like a ton of restaurants across like all the typical Japanese food.
Have you eaten anything bad? Like, have you been like, ugh?
I went to this one place that I had been told was a nice place for curry, and it was just super mediocre.
No, man, you just can't appreciate the real curry.
I don't know, because I went to like multiple other curry shops because I really like Japanese curry, and they were all way better.
Nah, man.
I had been assured.
You just don't even know, you dumb Canadian.
You know what? Yeah, I'm probably too surface for it, but
surface.
It'd be great.
That was how I felt.
Did you see any? Did you see any like left copies of like Shonen Jump lying around or other jumps? Just like
what type of jumps?
Yeah, in a couple recycling bins. It's not super common, but I did notice one or two.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask the most important question, and the most important question is, Liam, how many tissue packets do you have right now?
Yeah.
Do I have right now? None, actually, but I turned down a lot.
Wow, you're strong.
I must have turned down at least 5 or 6. I find it endlessly amusing that they're advertising like porn games on them.
Of course they are.
It takes a lot of gumption.
No, of course they are. You're right. Of course they are. But
it's not for your nose.
What?
It's not for your nose.
Yeah, that's the last thing.
You even use it.
It's for your dick sneeze.
Oh, you went and said it.
He doesn't know anything about that.
Is Liam going to check out the Ghibli Museum in Japan? Asks Anthony.
Nah, I ain't got time for that. I saw it last time.
Yeah, eat shit, Anthony, I guess.
Yeah, what an idiot.
It's cool. But like, been there, done that, got the T-shirt. Yeah. I'm afraid to say. Yeah. So, yeah. But it was good. It was very nice when I went there. So,
what is going on the watch, guys?
Oh, what's on the watch?
I saw a crow the other day and it was huge, but I think that's a different topic. Just because Matt asked about that last week and I forgot.
I wanted the crow
It was totally
report.
bigger. It was totally bigger. You were right.
Nice. That's good to know.
I came back from Japan, bought you guys a bunch of gifts.
Thank you for the gifts! You fucking brought the coolest shit! Liam brought me the Schick Mikasa set, which is like...
It's a razor
for your face, but it's got like Mikasa doing a jumping slash, and it's like she's gonna shave your face too.
Right.
Because that's what the ad was.
All the little blade recharges came with a little chibi figure.
That's
of each
awesome.
character.
And in fact, I'm the only disappointing thing is that you can't stock the replacement blades in her 3D maneuver gear.
Yeah.
Because that would be the final blow.
It's still pretty cute.
As well as these little like all you need is kill / Edge of Tomorrow
Sampler
book things. Yeah, sampler books for the manga.
One of them's for Billy though.
Is Edge of Tomorrow actually just called All You Need Is Kill in Japan?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know.
That's cool.
The marketing for it, and it actually says it right there.
Yeah.
It just says like Japanese concept with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Like that's how they're pushing it.
Yeah. I like it.
Lord Zeno.
Virairu. But yeah, man, that's a pretty sweet haul there. And I just noticed you got some special Kit Kats going on.
I brought us some Kit Kats. I tried a couple different types in Japan. And my favorite was the strawberry cheesecake Kit Kat.
Okay.
Which, if I don't say so myself,
that's bullshit.
looks pretty fucking
it doesn't make any
amazing.
sense, because how is it a Kit Kat at that point? It just looks like a slab.
Cheesecake with
flavor.
the...
It's just a flavor.
Yeah, with chocolate over it, I guess.
There you go. And, crack this shit open.
That's the sound of unwrapping things.
No, this is the sound of cracking a box open.
I bet that Japanese wrapping is really good.
How many Boss Coffees did you try?
A lot. I tried all the regular ones I could find. Here, have some Kit Kats.
Let's get the sound of eating into this microphone real good.
Let's work on that.
I tried all the varieties they had.
I can only take one bite of this though.
Okay.
Only one bite.
Okay, well, you didn't smell it first, man. You gotta smell it.
I smell it.
I gotta give it its bouquet.
Yep.
It smells weird.
Tastes like Pocky.
A little bit.
Tastes like Pocky.
Tastes like Pocky, yeah. Wow.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How much Mr. Sparkle do they sell in Japan?
And was it available in your home prefecture?
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Sparkle was the detergent of choice when I went to wash my clothes.
He boasts that he will banish dirt to the land of wind and ghosts.
I always think we get every line out of that, and there's always one more.
There's always Sparkle. And you can do it. They're all classic.
Not a lot of depth. That's for sure.
Yeah. Liam, how was your week?
It was good. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about everything I did. I believe, it's all kind of a blur, but I think I went and saw the Gundam this week. That may have been last week. That was really sick. It is huge and beautiful and super detailed. The text is really nicely printed.
Someone wanted to know if you ever made it out to the Ghibli Museum.
No, I went last time.
He asked that last weekend, and it was you went the first time.
I went the first time I went to Japan, so I didn't really feel the need to go again.
Right.
I went to a couple, indoor amusement parks. Played a bunch of arcade games. Gunslinger Straight Oats 2. It is way better than you expect, and I'm not trying to rub it in, but
rub it in.
It is way better than you expect.
Rub it in real
good. To me, the defining game that is arcades still have a place.
Here they don't.
You can't do that at home. It would cost $200 for peripherals of that quality.
Okay, so just walk me through it. You're dual wielding
light guns that are really big,
changing
and nice,
the position,
and they've both got sticks on them, and they've got a couple buttons for jump and dash. And then you can put the guns on top of each other, or to the side of each other, and they have these magnets, so they click.
They click together.
They forcibly move into the right spots when they get near each other, and it feels really good and satisfying.
Man, that is some Sentai shit.
I played Operation Ghost, which is the sequel to Ghost Squad.
Yeah, you did.
Oh man, that is way better than Ghost Squad.
Does it have all the ladies with bikinis in it?
No. Probably one of the best light gun games I've played.
But you got your lifetime's fill of...
Not lifetimes, but a couple hours.
All right, you're good.
Played
you're
the
good for a
Puzzle
while.
Dragons arcade game. Played a couple odd other ones.
Any of those big card table games?
Those I love them because I love card games.
Yeah,
I cannot rationalize buying a good enough amount of cards to play it for a few days
tops, right?
Because by the time I come back, it'll be the next one.
Right.
Otherwise, you'd have to get enough cards for 5 people.
Yeah,
and just here's the game, everyone.
It would only cost me $15 or $20, but it would still be I'm going to play this 3 times while I'm here. I'm going to have a hard time understanding it because there's so much. I'm going to be on a timer because it's an arcade game.
Of course.
And then I'm never going to get to use them ever again.
But you spectated the shit out of that.
I spectated for a good hour total. It was super entertaining.
Okay.
What's the smoking level currently at Japanese arcades?
High.
But
some floors have no smoking.
Oh, fantastic.
But not the fighting game floors.
It's a part of the fucking culture.
I played Guilty Gear Xrd.
You played Xrd?
Yeah. My first 100 yen coin was the most vicious assault by a CPU I have ever experienced. Played a bit more Ultra, and it was good. There was a lot of back and forth. There was one really godlike Ryu player who was not Daigo, but really good Ryu player.
No, there would be.
And there was this one old man who had gray-white hair, who was at least in his 50s.
Beyond salaryman.
And he sat down, and I'm I don't know if this guy's going to be any good. I don't know. He fucking kicked my ass.
Of course he did.
Oh my god, he was amazing.
It was Ono's dad.
He was playing Zangief.
Awesome.
Against
he was!
Against my Hakan.
Awesome.
And I'm okay, I'll at least get some... But, he would drop combos early and backdash. So my EX SPD to get him would whiff, and then he'd green hand me and just come in. And I'd be
yeah, the dude...
Fuck you!
Dude sits down and he was who's this OG-san,
No, he was really good.
Nice.
I played a bunch of... I lost a lot of money to him. Because 100 yen per loss, at least it's 3 of 5.
What is that, $10?
That's like $20. That's like $1.
And stop! Every time, I'm not good at it either, but you keep persisting that you know how to do this.
He went home and he told his grandkids that he defended Japan's honor that day.
Oh, he did. Yeah,
no,
it was good though. I had a lot of fun in the arcades. I wish they existed here.
Nice. Okay.
Lots of tears. I ate so much curry. I love Japanese curry. I love it.
Like after the bad place, you find some more good places?
Oh yeah, tons of good places. There was one shit restaurant. And then there was a Chili's Texas Grill in the Calgary airport that made me want to fucking throw up halfway.
The curry places, is it spicy curry or is it just like
spicy?
Okay,
yeah.
But the stuff that you were getting is usually like just flavored curry, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Okay.
I love Japanese curry though; it's great. I love curry in general.
Sure.
Calm down. Yeah.
Fucking love curry.
It's so good. Just pour it all over.
Also, I forgot. Liam got the GunCon 2. So we can see if that works on any of our TV.
Yeah, I bought him that, and I got a bunch of games like the simple 1500 series, The Shooting, which is sure to be special.
That's such a great name.
And a bunch of games like Damn Stompland. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna look at it.
What is it though?
I don't know, but we're gonna look at it.
Hey, listeners, welcome to the Super Best Friend Cast.
This is the weird one.
This is the weird one. This is episode 60.
Again.
Yeah.
60.
It's not Konnichiwa yet, Matt. It's still morning over here. It's still Ohio.
It's a different thing.
Yeah, definitely. What is it? There's 3 of them now.
There's Ohio gozaimasu, and that's good morning.
There's Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
And then there's
hello,
Konbanwa, which is later on.
It's what?
Konbanwa.
Oh, I heard Benoit, and I was like, what? That's awesome.
Which one's try your best again?
Ganbate.
Yeah. Do your best, Willie.
No. Oh god. Hey guys, I'm in Japan.
Yeah, so if you haven't been paying attention to the last couple podcasts, haven't noticed that Wooly sounds off and didn't notice all the Japan shit we've been saying.
Yeah.
You're in Japan.
Wooly's
I am in Japan. In specific, right now I'm in Meidaimai, which is near Shibuya.
Okay.
But it's this kind of like quiet neighborhood type thing, and when you walk down the street, it looks like Inaba.
Of course,
like, I'm in Inaba. It's pretty fucking
get
dope.
your S-links up, bro.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Ghosts.
Have you been to a Don Quixote yet? That's all I care about the whole
I've
trip.
been to a Don Quixote.
Yes!
It was the last place we went yesterday.
Yes!
Our minds are fucking blown.
How about that song? Isn't it just the best?
Well, no, because we didn't hear it because we were in the AKB48 themed Don Quixote.
That'll do it.
So top to bottom, every floor was just plastered with all of them. How many people are there? Is
48.
it 48?
At least 48.
There's 48, and then they have understudies and backups that they switch in
and they
when they get attacked by axe-wielding maniacs.
And there's a lot of like idol groups that are composed of ex-AKB48 members.
Yeah.
Because like we were going up the escalator, and I was like, "Why is there a class photo on the wall there?" And it's like, "No, that's not a class photo. That's just the whole band standing together."
Them. Yeah,
you know?
It's a band.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You've only been there like 2.5 days, but like, just what have you done so far?
What have you done? How is?
Well, that's it was 2.5 days. Well, it's not even 2.5 days. It's 1.5.
Wait, it's -4.
The trip there is weird because you travel through time forward, but the trip back is going to be so much worse because the travel time is usually like 19, 20 hours, right?
It was 13 on the plane.
Okay, no, but I mean like 40. From the minute you leave Japan to the minute you come back to Montreal.
Yeah.
So you're going to leave Japan and show up
4 hours later,
like
4 hours
earlier,
later.
4 hours earlier than you left.
It's gonna be insane. I'll get into the flight and how that went in a minute.
Of course.
But like first things first, y'all need to know something.
What do we need to know, Wooly?
I used the bidet button.
Oh no!
How's your butt?
I used it. I will continue to use the bidet button.
You're happy about this?
It's the best thing ever. Our toilet game is so shit by comparison.
We're so behind, aren't we?
It's nuts.
Are you guys all just making butt puns now for funsies?
No, but I'll try to continue that.
Well, Willie's girlfriend's like, where do you want to go out to dinner? And then Willie's like, well, our toilet recommended a restaurant down the street.
honestly, because I got off at the airport and looked into the bathroom and I saw a squat pot and just nope,
exactly.
Back the fuck out.
I'm just gonna put out an open challenge to any of our animator friends. Please, redo that that little cartoon about the little tiger kid that has to learn how to poop, but get Wooly in there somehow.
Just slap his face on it.
He's teaching the kid the kid or something like that, because that would be hilarious.
Man, oh my god! So yeah, when we pulled up to the house we're staying at and met the family and stuff, they have this fucking toilet that it's got all the buttons, it's got the auto warmer when you sit on it, and
that
it has
revolutionary.
It's unbelievable, dude, and it has the whole the top of the toilet is your sink.
Isn't that the coolest thing ever? How smart is that?
It's genius. I can't believe how fucking garbage we are.
Passionate about toilet tech.
Because when I saw this many years ago, I was like, "Oh my god, you use the same water." It's amazing. Yes. It's so smart.
So you want to do that? You can just take the top off the tank and shove your hands in there.
I know, but it's just got a sink. That's all you need. It's just a basin.
Exactly.
It's so smart.
And you just it's gonna fill up the tank anyway, so just use it.
But then how are you?
So now the next step is there's the fucking the bidet button, and then there's the button next to it, which is just a woman's face, and I don't know yet.
Oh, that's the thing I always joke about. That's the sound button that ladies use to mask
that's where
farts.
it's a woman's the robot, the toilet becomes sentient and thanks you for your poop.
Yes, I am honored to accept your waste.
I'll build up the courage to press it.
No, but that's the woman embarrassing button.
Yeah. Makes the sound of birds or whatever.
Press it a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
press it now. Let us hear it.
Bring us closer, Wooly.
No, but the flight down is the roughest fucking thing. Honestly,
isn't it?
Yeah,
it's way worse than you. 10% of people who get on those flights die mid-flight.
Had to find every possible way I could to kill time, and so I continued going through Fire Emblem. Yeah, no, that character creator, not black people friendly. It's fine.
Japan,
it's fine.
Man.
Yeah, not black people friendly.
What do I expect?
I mean, you're in Japan. Do you get it now? Is that why there's no black character creator?
I saw a total of there's 3 black women I saw yesterday, and 2 of them were far in the distance. I couldn't really get
You couldn't really catch up.
Were they far enough in the distance that they could have been people in blackface?
Yeah. Gang girls lurk around every corner.
No, they were on the same sidewalk side as us, but it's just whenever we walked by, and I was like, oh wait, what the hell? And then there was one other girl that we saw walking with a guy, and she just had a scowl on her face as we were going through Akihabara, and she just didn't get what was going on, and it was hilarious.
That's good.
But no, so that's the first thing off the list. That's the first thing we did. Went down to the Electric Town.
Yeah. Do you like Love Live? You do now. They fucking shove that shit everywhere, eh?
Oh my god.
Fucking every store.
That was everywhere. And also, you'll be happy to know that everywhere has a fucking Monster Hunter corner.
Yeah, I know this.
Yeah,
I know.
Because the pre-orders are out, right? For 4G?
Absolutely, overwhelmingly present. But no, man, I kind of jumped ahead because I was still on the plane there. I played some Fire Emblem. Cool, whatever, that was fine. First place we went was Akihabara. The fucking train system, dude, it's confusing, as we all know, but it's confusing because it's logical.
Yeah, right. I totally get that.
It's super necessary, and it does an incredibly efficient job at getting everywhere exactly where they want to go. Thus, by necessary, it fucking destroys your brain trying to figure out how to use it.
Just a quick comment: the capacity is insane, isn't it? Was it the first time you walked into a train? Did you notice how much bigger, in terms of width and length, it was? It's
exactly.
nuts.
No, the girth is there, the length is there.
They're fucking massive.
And there's 5 of them going in the same direction.
Exactly. All in the same hole.
Anyway, no, and
the trains are awesome too. But in all seriousness, it's really impressive, isn't it?
It is. It really, really is impressive. It gets you exactly where you want to go. I mean, looking at it now that we've gotten used to it, it's we're going to be exactly where we want to be, in no time at all.
When you want to be there,
Yeah. Of course, I got to check out the Super Potato.
Yeah,
walked
Super
in
Potato.
There. So that place is great, if only because, unlike every other store, they don't give a fuck when you walk in. Mm-hmm. They don't do the hi, welcome, greetings, you know, okek-sama. They don't do any of that shit. They just fucking stare at their newspapers like, are you gonna, what do you want? You gonna buy something? No, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, because they know that they're the shit.
Because they're super potato.
Yeah, totally. And they have super nice stuff behind glass cases, and when you ask how much it is, they go, that's not for sale. What do you fucking, like, what? Like, no, you can't buy that.
Do you think you can afford that? Because I think
can't buy this gold-plated Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
You can't.
We saw a really nice, like, Mario, like, question mark block pocket watch, and you open it, and it's just this, like, Mario level kind of graphic with coins and the time and the clock. It's fucking
I don't even understand what you're saying. It's like you said it's in a watch, but you just described, like, a diorama. Like, I don't understand.
And it's a pocket watch, and it's fantastic. And it's just like, yeah, hey, how much is this? That's not for... Get the fuck out of here, you know?
Nice.
And I went over to the main arcades. You know, we went over to Akihabara, the Taito Station, etc. Got some footage in there of some good stuff. Played some games. I've been waiting my entire life
Gunslinger
to
Stratos.
play.
How is it? Tell me. I mean, I've played it, but
You barely could even say, "Oh my god."
Did you play part 2 or part 1? I forget.
2. I played the second one.
Okay. Now, I fucked up the first time because I was so excited and I didn't know what I was selecting, so I picked training mode.
Okay.
And I sat there while people around me were basically like, what the fuck are you wasting time
This
there
is the
for?
equivalent of you, like, busting in your pants on the way to the bed. Like, you were too excited and you fucked up.
And so I just sat there shooting, like, standing dummies for 3-4 minutes, wasting everybody's time. It was awful.
This fucking gaijin ruining our arcade.
So you have to come back the next day with a disguise.
Yeah, that'll work in Japan.
No, it would.
And then I booted it up and got into the main game and stuff, and yeah, that is the best fucking thing we will never ever touch.
Isn't it?
We'll never get it. It's just too complex.
And, like the way the guns snap together with the magnets feels so
Yes. Dude, you're doing the Dante $1,000,000 combo, and it feels natural.
Yeah.
At the very least, like, do we know? Like, does anyone ever hear of an arcade in North America that like imported it? No,
it's too intense.
It's too intense.
And it would be pointless to import it with anything less than 8 of them attached together because you're doing 4-on-4.
That's a bit of an investment.
A little bit, yeah. But it's awesome, isn't it? Like,
and it's insane. It's the most crowded section of the arcade every time. Mm-hmm. You know, so that was, you know, I'm gonna head like back possibly if we can and get some more games in because fuck, that's amazing. I can see why Daigo was all over it. They had motherfucking Bariki 1. Now, I don't know if you remember, that's the game with Guy Tendo in it.
Yeah.
It's
an arcade game too, or
it's an arcade game, and it has Ryo as Mr. Karate as a hidden character. It's got
Ryo
Silver.
as Mr. Karate.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's who he becomes after Takuma dies in the canon. Right, so he's there. He's got the beard and the black costume. You've got Silver and so on. And,
so is it 2D or is it 3D?
It's a 3D fighter, and it's fucking great. So you've got 2 buttons where your stick should go, right? You've got step forward and step back.
Oh, shit.
So it's like a hitbox?
And then your buttons to fight are a stick.
What? What is this, magic?
This is nonsense.
So it's fucking backwards, and you've got to basically hit the stick forward and you do a jab. Hit it back and then forward and you do like a big hook.
So it's Fight Night a million years before Fight Night.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
Tap down and you go into like a ducking step crouch, and then sweep upwards and you do an uppercut.
That's really fun.
That's really cool.
So you have this whole fucking amazing
really cool
thing. And that's just with like a shoot fighter character. Mm-hmm. If you pick like a judo character, you tap back and you get into a catch stance.
So the likelihood of this being ported to anything is nil.
Also never.
It's a million years old. It's never going anywhere.
Too,
yeah.
It's up to us.
But what does it run on? Like, who makes it?
It's SNK running on a 3D engine. Like,
we're never going to see this.
You know, it's I don't know if it's even on anything else, but it's this obscure fucking fighter that never went anywhere, and it's beautiful. It's so fun. I can't believe it. You know, it's such a depressing thing.
Yeah. Thanks for all the great news.
Hey, you guys love things that you can't play or get? I played all of them. Hey, Pat, here's a copy of the new Yakuza game. Eat shit. Oh.
Liam, Liam, I completely and utterly understand you now. I understand everything about you.
Do you understand the pillows?
What did you play? What did you do?
There's a rhythm game called Jubeat.
It's so good!
It's the best thing. It is
Isn't
the
it
best
amazing?
rhythm game. It is
Give a
the
quick
best
description.
game. It's okay.
You got
So you have
16
a
squares.
grid.
Fuck you.
It's a 4x4 grid,
Stop
and
this description now.
each grid, each
box
square
in the grid,
is a screen, and a prompt flashes on it to the beat, and you tap them to the beat while you're dancing and doing whatever, and the music's playing. You plug your headphones in. The whole thing is just surrounding you.
Japan
There's
still
lights
gets
and
to have
lasers.
the arcade machines where you can plug things
You can
in
plug your
because people aren't
headphones
just jamming gum into the Tekken 5 machine over there.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's the fastest conversion you'll ever see. Like, we got footage of me playing it for the first time, and within 15 seconds, I'm fucking in.
It's really fun,
It
isn't
takes zero time for you to be like, I understand this immediately. It's unbelievably
Because
fun.
there's no, like, the level of abstraction is zero. You just press the thing.
Yes,
Like, you just
and then
hit it with your hand.
and then you start seeing it's like, imagine like a Fist of the North Star or beat 'em up, like the arcade fighter.
But it's a
where you punch
rhythm game.
But music.
But it's a rhythm game, exactly.
Right,
And then they
okay.
start coming at you in squares of
Yeah, but that
4
Fist of the North Star game
and
was
stuff.
still weird. Like, we didn't know exactly what constituted hitting a guy or not. Like,
Of
that
course.
was a little obtuse, but...
You should try some of the other rhythm games now that you've given that.
Oh,
one
I
this way.
did. Well, I mean, of course, I passed by the Project Diva arcade thing, and there's this one machine. It's a rhythm game that looks like a washing machine.
Yeah, with the
It's
circle
just-
and you use the
with
ring,
the circle
right?
in the middle,
Just throw
exactly.
something.
Yeah.
And you watch people playing this, and it's like, what the fuck are they doing? And
It's
it's like,
nuts.
there's the outside of the circle of the washing machine is all buttons, right, in like a 360,
Right.
and then the inside is all touchscreen. So it just throws shit at you in combinations where the middle of the screen is doing Elite Beat Agent style shit, like Oendan prompts, and then the outside is asking you to hit the buttons as well, and you just combine the two, you know? And at one point you see like a guy like 100 hands slapping the screen, basically to get the prompts in, and then touching the sides and sliding.
It's a little bit like Gitaru Man if it was touch based
Okay.
and not using a
Okay.
stick to
Right,
point,
right.
you know, so you reach around
All I
the
see
side.
is Liam is just doing constant goatsy motions.
I'm trying to demonstrate
As he
it,
is
and I'm
wont
just
to do.
gaping my asshole in front of them.
I'm not sure if you remember, but I remember talking about this documentary that I've seen on Netflix about Japanese arcades, and it says there's 3 things that changed everything. That just, like, created a whole new, like, everyone got on board, it was a national craze. It was Space Invaders,
Yep.
Street Fighter 2,
And then DDR?
And DDR.
Yeah.
And those are the 3 main things. And because they're different each time, like, Street Fighter
Yeah.
2 was, like, 6 buttons, controller, complicated motions, then DDR was, like, fucking move! Like, it's, like, one of those things that changes everything. And, like, now Japan, they just come out with those every other month.
Yeah.
Like, something that's, like, super good, but, like, just doesn't... Now everyone does them. Like,
Well,
they're
because-
almost less special.
Because now
as good as they are.
the whole thing with arcade games now, because consoles exist the way they do, is they have to be even like bigger and more bombastic, like
Yeah.
Gunslinger Stratos,
Okay.
where you've got the magnet
you need
guns.
you cannot do this. in a
cannot
console.
do this
You,
at home.
you need
Exactly.
shit like the new Afterburner cabinet that just hooks
Yeah.
you into a fucking cockpit.
and you can't do that at home.
Yeah, you need to go for spectacle.
or the fucking
Gun.
the Bone Eater silent scope cabinet. I don't know if you guys.
Is it out? Is it
Bone
playable? And did you play it?
I played Bone Eater.
Oh, how cool is it?
Please,
The fuck are you
it's
talking
the new
about?
Bone Eater?
It's the new Silent Scope.
Okay.
What's
Okay.
it called?
Silent Scope Bone Eater.
Shut up!
No, it's sick.
I swear to God. And the art
Shut
style
up.
I bet
is
you
very
eat a
much.
lot of bones in that game.
It's a kind of like a hardcore, Contra Hardcore.
Yeah.
It's got like the
Oh,
art
it's a
style like
hardcore
that.
bone eater.
And it's like you're the main sniper guy. You're like a cool haired anime kid.
Yeah.
And, and then you've got like your spotter is like this cool girl with like the binoculars and like a little rope she spins on and shit.
Yeah.
And like you're picking people off. It's a silent scope game, but the screen is 2
it goes
screens.
right in front of your dick.
So
You know.
there's a screen that is like the main arcade game that you're looking through when you're shooting shit.
Yeah.
But then in front of that is a transparent screen
Yeah.
that has projections of like other things like HUD elements, text,
Oh,
your
God,
cursor,
yeah.
etc. on it, and so you get this vision of like
like a blurry street scene in the distance, and like up close you can kind of see some haze, but when you look through the scope, it all clears up, and it's fucking amazing.
Well, it's the natural evolution of silent scope, right? Where you had the scope, but it was actually just a screen in the scope.
Yeah, that was great.
Like, and it's awesome. And yeah,
this is a fancier version of that.
I remember when we watched this trailer, I was like, oh my god, I want to play this game so much. So I'm really glad you got a chance to try it.
No, it honestly was fantastic, and like, you can never, even if they port it, the magic would be lost.
Of course, you'll never recapture the magic of Bone Eater.
Yeah.
You cannot eat these bones at home. No, sir.
Nope.
Has to be in public.
Only in public.
And right next to it was, of course, the enclosed cockpit Gundam / jet fighter arcade machine.
Oh, man.
So the screen wraps all the way around you, so that like it fills your peripherals and stuff.
Go in there and the game starts up, and you have to be at a table and talk about political shit.
But yeah, no, that was really cool. Of course, played Ultra for a while.
Goes all the way to fucking Japan to play Ultra.
Yeah, I did it
play
too.
Japanese players.
Yeah.
I needed to know.
So how black and tarred up are your lungs right now from the fucking smoke?
You know what? It wasn't even that bad.
Really?
It wasn't that bad.
Really? That makes me actually way more excited to go now.
You can smell it a bit, but it's not constant. It's not crazy.
Because I remember the photos and video you would see where you couldn't see the end of the line of arcades.
It looks like you're in Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I needed to, fucking test my might, as it were. And I did pretty damn good.
I was going to say, wouldn't you say that, like, casual level is about the same as here, actually?
Casual level is totally about the same as here.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right. It's just their casual base is much larger, right?
But well, yes,
well, no,
and
it's
there's
just
a lot
that
more
it's
people.
more concentrated.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, exactly.
But you're going to run into experts sooner or later.
Yeah.
Some hardcore looking motherfuckers, businessmen in their 50s, are all around the Super Turbo cabinet, and that's where the fucking action is.
That's where it's at.
Yeah. Played some Exard, and we all know how that is at this point.
Did you get your ass kicked by a really good Japanese player, as I did?
I was alone. There was no one else playing with me.
Lucky you.
You're just messing with Exard.
Did I tell you that story about how that was the most robbed 100 yen I've ever had?
You told me.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What a slaughter.
No, and you know what? They're really smart too, because it's funny. You sit down at the cab, and then it's straight up. It's do you want to play Exart or do you want to play Accent Core?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Select your game on the cabinet. Seems like it's the location test cabinets that are just still in there. It's like this is running on a fucking PC, man.
Go on.
We made our way over to the Gundam Cafe, the one at not the main one with the giant Gundam at Odaiba,
Why
but
is there
the
no
smaller
Berserk
one.
Cafe?
I know.
You get little cheesecakes in the shape of bellets.
Here's a steak that has a baby's face
right in it, baked in there.
Eat it.
Yeah, and it was all right. They had some decent curry. It was really good.
It's all right.
But more importantly, man, that fucking toilet.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
This is just a trip of toilets, isn't it?
Dude, I've got footage of this toilet on my computer.
Hey,
I'll show it to you tomorrow.
Here's the thing, Matt. When you go abroad, there are a couple things that that are different from country to country that you could take a look at. Getting a shave in a different country, shitting in a toilet in a different country.
Okay, but this toilet is on a whole other level, right?
You said the last
you
one
need to
was.
understand.
You get to see how people really live by doing the real people
video
stuff
tomorrow,
man.
but Willie can tell you the short right now.
Look, you walk into this bathroom, and first of all, the toilet is painted.
Craps on you.
The toilet is painted like an RX-78 Gundam. It's got the fucking setup, right? And you're like,
It's just the one toilet.
That's cool, right? And then there's a button in front of you when you walk in, and it says press start, and it's the fucking startup button. And you go, okay, you press it, lights shut off. And then slowly an engine starts up, and then the giant window, the giant mirror in front of you, turns out to be a Gundam face. And it slowly boots up, and you hear the boot process sequence go off, the eyes start flashing, and it's this whole fucking thing. And you're like, are you ready to pilot a Gundam? And you're like, no, I just wanted to shit. And it's like, well, now you're piloting a Gundam.
It's super cool.
This feels like the start of an anime.
Did you send a girl into the girls' bathroom or inspect it yourself to see how disappointing it is?
well, here's what's up. I remember hearing about that, and so I said, go check out the other side. And she did, and they have the same thing on the girl side now.
Okay, because when I went, my girlfriend said they had nothing in there.
Oh, that sucks.
That's good to hear they've caught up.
And that was pretty much it. But like today, we're gonna go out and see the giant actual one. So I'm getting excited for that. Didn't see much Kamen Rider in Akihabara either.
It's a
really
kid's
surprising.
Show, man. It's a kid's show for
but he's our hero.
Yeah,
for babies.
Yeah,
I saw like 1 or 2 figures at the Kotobukiya shop tops.
You got to look around more. Kotobukiya is not where you want to go. Like you want to go to figure stores. I know that's weird because Kotobukiya is a figure manufacturer, but their store's not the best. It's really not the best.
There's a fucking store that was like Robot House, and I was like, well, I'm going in there.
Robot House?
Yeah.
How dare you, fucking Robot House?
And you go inside, and I'm like, this is going to be like a mecha like gallery, and it's like, no. This is actual robotics, like people that build little mechanical spiders and remote control robots.
Wars? Yeah, it's Robot Wars.
That's boring.
In Japan.
Yeah, you say that until you see the fucking Tetsujin 128 and Black Ox
fighting
that are robot. And they're
Oh.
controlled, and they're RC, and there's kids fucking in there, like, getting their shit.
Man, Robot Wars was so fucking cool.
Metabot.
You gotta tell me where to go to see this. Because I want to see robot fights.
It's just all in the same Electric Town block, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, no, and I'm like, if I was a kid and I had this type of store around me, I'd be a different person today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. You'd be way more successful.
I want to ask a quick question. I imagine you went to some game stores or electronic stores or whatever and went to game floors or whatever.
Yes.
Isn't it, like, interesting how here, like, the new releases, you'll have a wall of empty boxes, but there they'll have, like, TV setups with screens playing the trailers and boxes and, like, big posters and stickers all around it, and they'll have, like, 10 of these around the room for each of the new games instead of just boring little boxes.
Yeah, no, they absolutely do. And
the
even
flash,
for stuff,
the panache.
Yeah, exactly.
It was really weird because one of the major ones was like the first, the all you could see walking in the front was Destiny. Like, just plastered
that's
fucking
weird.
everywhere.
Because Sony publishes that in Japan.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because it's not on Xbox in Japan, so Sony's pushing it because it's an exclusive.
Right, okay.
And
it actually sold pretty well in Japan.
And then you go down a hallway of Assassin's Creed Unity.
Really?
You know, like it's this giant ass poster for it and stuff. And then you get to the Japanese stuff. But like,
weird.
Those
I wouldn't say
games
that's the
particularly.
norm, like Matt,
Right.
but some stores, for sure.
They kind of reverse engineer.
Ubisoft's like really starting to push there. So.
Yeah,
it's cool though. Yeah,
there's a floor of just like the first thing you see is like
My
a giant.
Shiranui.
It's an aquarium of just Metal Gears.
An aquarium? Sorry, say that again.
That's a Kotobukiya, right?
Yeah. It's an aquarium of Metal Gears.
You're
all of
not
them.
saying words that...
Okay, so at the Kotobukiya store, I don't know if they still sell them, but did they have the JoJo boxers that just have JoJo quotes all over them and they're just underwear?
I bought all 6 of them.
Okay, good. Good, that's all I needed to make sure of.
Look forward to the video when you get back of you modeling all of these.
Aren't they awesome?
You say that as if I didn't do that yet.
Oh, no.
Now, I just want to point out, that was a really expensive thing to buy, all 6 of them.
And it was worth it, so fucking worth
those
it.
weren't cheap at all.
They were not cheap. They're the most expensive underwear I own, and they're goddamn fabulous.
Don't shit in them.
Isn't that more than your Harlock figure?
No.
I think it is.
I don't know. I don't do the conversion well.
No, yeah.
Okay, I'll...
He's like me. He doesn't do the conversion well.
It was me, your boxers.
And just one more question, and it's not a question, just I want a word association. Convenience store.
7-Eleven.
No, but describe it, rather.
What the fuck?
A combini is how you survive down here.
Fucking amazing, isn't it? You can get anything there.
It's literally how you survive. It's like you can't always make it out to a restaurant in time. You can't always make it out to a little ramen shop or whatever. You go to the combini and you've got hot meals in the back ready to go.
And like the food's good too.
And it's great food. And,
and
you've
it's
got
cheap.
Yeah, I bought something that I thought was grape soda, and it turned out to be grape beer.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nice. Did you buy any anus bars?
I didn't buy any anus bars, but I was looking for a Red Bull. And I couldn't. And I was like, okay, well, what are we gonna get? And me and my girlfriend are looking at the different choices. And we got Red Bull, we got
anus
Red Bull
bar.
sugar free, and then we've got Blackout and Blackout God.
Is that the sick one with like the samurai, like with the skull on it?
No, it's just gold and black, and it's called Blackout God.
Oh, man.
I don't
That's
remember that
amazing.
at all. Yeah, that's great.
So how's it taste?
It's on film.
Okay, good.
That's awesome. That sounds great.
All right, I think that's going to wrap it up for this week, guys.
Yeah, so we will see you guys next time.
Yeah. Wooly, you keep enjoying Japan.
I will. I might destroy it. We'll see what happens.
Do it! Tune in next week to see if Wooly destroyed Japan.
Kaiju Willy climb Tokyo Tower and get arrested 10 feet up.
Quabosaurus.
You guys.
Yes,
I did
Wooly?
it.
What did you do?
I did it.
Use your
I
bidet
killed
button.
Naruto.
Yeah!
I murdered Naruto.
He killed
I murdered
Naruto!
That's really weird that as soon as Willie goes to Japan, the author of Naruto, I always forget his name, mysteriously decides to quit.
Kishimoto.
That's it.
Masashi Kishimoto.
That's
Yeah.
it. We're
has
done.
died.
What? No, he's not. He's alive.
Wooly is crying his heart out.
You did
That was
not kill the
That
author
was a
of
Tekken
Naruto.
7 style intro. I fucking killed Naruto, man.
And
All right, so-
he's like, this looks good.
Wooly, give us the update on your continuing adventures in glorious Nihon.
We've now moved entirely from Osaka. From Tokyo
Osaka.
over to Osaka. Yeah,
That's
next
right.
location.
Yeah, that's
And,
right. That's what my brain tells me when you say that.
Every time, dude. And we've seen like the country, so we've done so much, and like I don't want to spoil it all because I'm saving a lot for the video.
Well, you already spoiled
But-
probably the coolest moment of the whole trip, where it's
not the coolest moment.
Naga's ambition.
Yeah.
Where you're just chilling in that fucking stone garden thinking about conquest.
That is not a
Naruto.
spoiler at all, man.
No,
There's
it's
so much
Wooly
content.
It's Willie sitting there asking himself, but why do I fight?
Yeah. I
Like,
keep fighting
Wooly-
to find that answer.
Wooly versus Japan was originally a 10-minute video, and now it's going to be a quadrilogy.
Oh, shit, okay. Volume 1.
But
Does that mean I have to make a video when I go over there? Because
Not
I was just going to be
necessarily.
on vacation.
Not necessarily.
only if you're not a lazy asshole.
I am.
Oh.
But no, it's
an
nuts because
asshole
with the whole
thing to say.
patriotism.
He didn't finish his work before he left.
All right, go on. All right. So tell us
The shit flinging's over. Let's go on.
Yeah.
There's only been one flag in sight the entire time I was
Really?
here.
The
Was it
Yeah.
on your back?
Yes, right? You know?
Because even
Like, it's
in
not-
Canada, you see flags like on hotels, on lots of government buildings. but
No,
you're saying you
man,
only see
literally-
one flag?
One Japanese
Wow.
flag hanging in the distance in a remote country area. And like I was with my girlfriend, I was asking like, is that like lack of patriotism or lack of insecurity? You know what I mean? Like
No,
you see that and
that's
it's like
well, we in Americans like live in immigrant countries where you everybody's from everywhere. But in Japan, I mean,
they know.
you're from Japan.
Everyone knows.
Usually.
Yeah.
Why do I need to be reminded where I live?
I feel like that's
Exactly.
the case, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
It
think it's
totally
a
feels
lack.
that way.
I don't think it's a lack of pride. It's like I don't think we need to shove our own pride down our own faces.
We're all so
every day.
fed up
Exactly.
of our own
Who,
pride.
who am I going to show my Japanese flag to? Everyone in my town that's also Japanese.
Yeah.
Like, just look at our fucking trains. Just be prideful at that, you know?
Check out that
Oh my
schoolgirl.
God.
She's bending over.
Or a low crime rate.
That's
Check
my
that
flag.
shit out.
Said
no,
the
it's
Japanese
totally
person.
it's totally
Not me.
a lack of insecurity. That being said, you talk about like the trains, the Shinkansen, the fucking shinny is unbelievable, man. Like you talk, and in the middle of your sentence, like a sonic boom will blow by you, and before you have the time to turn your head around, it's gone.
Sonic kaboom!
It's fucking sick, man. And as far as the crime rate shit goes, we actually got to watch TV for a bit. And
I bet
so we
that's
flip
true.
it on, we see like a random like cooking show, and of course Arino is on. You know, he's just hanging around with a bunch of other random celebs. I think they just do anything at this point. There's like
That's how
they're like
celebrities
the Rat
That's how
Pack.
it works, yeah.
Want to be on this show? No? Okay. Get on.
And we flip it over to Japanese cops, right?
Yeah.
What? So we're seeing like, oh my god, we're seeing like, okay, so like let's follow in this crime. What happened over here? And it's just like some girl getting drunk in a subway, and she's just tripping over, and they're helping her to a stretcher, and then they put her away and drive off. But that's half an episode.
Wow.
Yeah, and then like I'm like,
Excuse me, have you
watching this
broken
shit
the
like,
law?
okay, no
Yes,
way.
I am sorry.
That G4 would have shut down 5 years earlier if Cops was like that.
Oh, man.
That's disappointing because when you say like Japanese cops, I'm thinking of like of officers going up and down gigantic hills like in You're Under Arrest in tiny cars.
I'm thinking of, like,
doing
Kamen
sick
Rider.
burnouts and tight shirts.
We're in the middle of laughing our asses off at how nothing this crime is, and then they're like the next one in the show is they pull up to the side of a highway, and a truck just kind of bumped the edge of the guardrail a couple times, and everyone's getting around staring at the bumps, going like, how many times did he hit the guardrail? I'm just fuck this. I'm changing the channel. Fuck this. Like
You can't
there's
deal
no crime.
with the change in perspective.
I don't know. I think watching that is like, well, what's like you actually get invested. What's going to happen next? Will someone steal a pie from a windowsill? Was it me? Like, you know.
It's nuts, man. Out here in Osaka, it's definitely more
Osaka.
like countryside, south kind of feeling. You know, it's not actually
Everyone
to the
talks
south,
like
but
Makoto, yes?
totally. I got the experience of going into the little crammed sushi booth that seats like 3. Mm-hmm. You know, and the dude served it up and everything. And while we're eating, he's like, "Oh, you know, you an artisto da, artisto." And I was like, "No. I do some filming things and whatever." And there's like, "Oh, so good." And then like we ate, and he brought out a camera and took some pictures because he's like, "This guy might be famous. I have no idea. His hair is
Just in
weird.
case.
I'm not going to
Ballpark
take a
it.
chance."
I've never felt the
You know.
pressure like this before.
Yeah, and you know, we went
Wait,
to like
did you meet
all-
Jiro? Did you go to where Jiro is at?
Did you high
It's
five
fucking
Jiro?
impossible. It is impossible.
No, I know. Yeah,
Wait, impossible to find or possible to eat there?
impossible to eat there.
Right.
The waiting list is like years.
Okay, because he
or
loves his
something
sushi.
dumb. Yeah, and everyone
Alright.
loves him.
Everyone loves him because he loves his sushi.
When your firstborn child reaches 18, then you can eat at Jiro. There's so the place that I put that photo up from is on. It's by far the best part of the trip we've done. It's called Hakone, and it's this super remote town up on top of a mountain, right in between. It's a remote town on top of a mountain in between Fuji and that town that has the big 10 Akuma symbol on it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that mountain that has that. Yeah, it's in between those two. And to fucking get there, you get this amazing countryside like train ride. Then you switch, you get onto one of these little like chamois cars that kind of goes up the mountain and then turns and then goes up the mountain a bit more, left, right. You know what I mean?
And you look outside your window and you just see verses happening.
Pretty much, dude. It gets that foggy, right?
Wow.
And then you get out of that, and then you get into like a little mountain car that like it brings you up a few stops, and then there's a fucking cable car at the end of that.
Yeah.
And like it's just this unbelievable journey like through the mountains in every possible cool method of transportation to get to this awesome like onsen hot spring. Where they set us up. I put on the full fucking, you know, the yukata, and we chilled in this great room. And then you do hot springs, dude. I can't believe it. I finally understand. onsen are the greatest thing ever. They're the greatest thing.
You finally
There's nothing
understand
like it.
why
Like-
every anime has a hot springs episode.
But hot tubs and shit don't compare. There's nothing like it.
You don't want to talk about anything else once you've
Did
been
you let
in
an
one.
old
Like,
Japanese guy wash your back?
no, but there was a guy that took a glance at my dick, and on the way out, that was about it. No, man, it's really cool. It's just like
Just
you
gloss
fucking
over
have
that.
the. Well, whatever. There's open air baths, and some of them are public, and some of them are private.
Man,
you know?
no thanks.
Whatever.
If anyone really wants to get the full experience, you can just play that section of Asura's Wrath, and it's just as good.
Yeah, man, and you know, I guess without throwing everything else out there, we also checked out Nara, fucking chilled with some
Fucking
deer.
temple.
The super jarring thing is that like
Suizanagi.
when you think of the deer in Nara, you always think of like a park safari kind of vibe going through the giant nature reserve. But like you can just be walking in the middle of the street downtown, and they're like pigeons and like they're just hanging out at bus stops and
They're
shit.
large pigeons.
You know?
That's what a deer is.
Yeah.
And so
They're
like
nature's
you don't.
deer. The pigeons.
So you can get your pictures with the deer at the supernatural tree grass area, or you can just get you and a deer at an arcade just chilling playing UFO
Playing what,
catch up.
Metal Slug? Like,
You know,
Stuck
like
in
it's
the
super
middle.
practical. Oh, but you know, it's just fucking great, man. With the rest of our trip, we're kind of like we're on our like chill down days, you know, right now, and like we have a couple extra locations to figure out. So you know, we're gonna do the itinerary.
Next
But
location.
yeah, man, that's it.
okay.
Glad you're enjoying your trip, Wolves.
Yeah. Oh my God, the food. Holy shit.
Oh, he's getting
Like,
close to the
we-
mic now.
Yeah, he's licking the
Sorry.
mic.
Hey, do you like Japanese
No,
curry, Wooly?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, did you know it's
I-
impossible to find in Montreal?
That's sad.
It does not
Because-
exist. I've looked, believe me.
Because the problem is because what they call curry down here is very different. It's like it's not spicy curry. It's a mild sort of like sauce.
Yeah, no, that's what
you
I'm
know?
describing. That's, yeah.
And what actual curry is anywhere else is just a really hot meat and rice dish that
Yeah.
you like. You know, it's liquidy and it's just very different. No, it's pretty good over here, but the barbecue meat, dude, I understand
yeah,
everything about like chie and all that crazy shit. It's
God
it's
damn it.
unbelievable. It's so fucking good. You don't understand how
you're
good.
an even bigger Persona weeb than I or Liam am now. It's terrible. Terrible. What have I created?
Not to mention just the fact that, like, you know, like last night, for example, just to show you how people are, it's like we were looking for this place that was recommended to me, like Horomon Honpo, like amazing beef, you know, and we couldn't find it. We're walking through these back alley streets that were all like Shenmue-like, and eventually we wander into an area where like the lights are just not on anymore, just darkness. And a dude just comes wandering out and is like, yeah, well, what are you looking for? You know, where are you trying to go? And we're like, this place. We show him the address. He's like, that's not around here. I don't know anything about that. What are you looking for? You looking for beef? Beef? Yeah, all right, come with me.
Yeah,
and he
okay.
just fucking,
that's about right.
we just walk with this dude.
So instead of going to your location, some stranger starts talking to you about beef, and you go with them.
This guy
totally
seems
go.
legit.
You totally go.
And we turn a few corners, and suddenly the darkness just disappears, and there's a street of like Kobe beef style restaurants,
Wow.
just lined up. And he turns us into this one, and then like goes, "Here's where you want to be. This is my favorite spot. Do it, right?" And we're like, "Thank you so much," and whatever. The guy comes up to the attendant, is like, "Hey, so 3," and the guy's like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'll sit down." Right? And he just sits and joins us, and he's like, all right, look, I'm going to give you guys a special, because we were chatting it up, getting acquainted, and he's like, yeah, I'll give you guys a special, man. Like, I'll give you some, like, your first couple dishes, my favorite treats, and my favorite drinks on me, on the house. Enjoy Japan.
Wow.
You know? And he just,
Japan
we just had a
wonderful?
It's unbelievable, man. So we had a drink with him, we fucking camp-pied it up, you know, and, like, just had some of the best beef, and then, like, he covered the first plates, and then just pieced out, and he was just back into the mist that he came from, you know?
The
Oh, I
mysterious
love you,
beefman.
Beefman.
Did you get a name? Because I want the answer to be no.
Beefman.
Because I want it to
he
just
did-
be Mysterious Beef Man.
You'll never
he
forget
gave a
him.
name, but he kind of like it was very low and like you could barely hear it. So like it kind of sounded like Umeda, but I couldn't really tell, you know. But and that's like the third or fourth story of this kind that we've got. Like I recorded a few more other where like. We were walking with some maple syrup with us, just because it's. You know what? I realized I'm like,
should, yeah,
exactly right, because I heard a while ago that it's like carry a gift with you. You never know when you're going to need it, and I carried maple syrup with us, and we've been handing them out like you're the best, man. Here's some fucking maple syrup,
and everybody loves it because even you love maple syrup.
Exactly, and apparently it is available here if you look hard enough, but it's crazy expensive.
And it's
so expensive,
and it's like just not common, right?
I did find another game, and it's a game that involves tables.
Oh! Yeah, you found the table flipping arcade game.
So we'll see how that full LP plays out.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Say, hey, why doesn't someone just make a video of that or animate that? Because apparently, no matter what we say that has happened in Japan, someone will fucking make that into reality.
We have enough talented fans that that everything we do or say will become a thing.
So I was watching that animated tiger video of Wooly trying to poop. And
That's right.
I watched it on loop, and it's late at night. I'm watching, and my fiance's like, "Are you watching that again?" I was like, "You bet I am."
Well, after posting it on the Facebook wasn't enough. It's like I posted up the fucking me looking at the yukata thing, and you still gotta on Twitter be like, "Yeah, that's cool, but how about this pooping video?" Not enough attention at the pooping.
Because I still had the giggles about it. I'm sorry. It was like the best thing ever. Because it was the last thing I thought that someone had actually
It's the simple things in life,
man. The simple things in life.
If you manage to make it there.
That's right.
Right? You'll probably see what I saw.
Yeah.
Japan? You will experience this awesome place.
Yeah.
Which, from beginning to end, was the best vacation I've had.
Yes.
Right? All in all, you know, now that I'm back on solid ground, looking back at it, it was a fantastic experience. Everything was just solid from beginning to end. To just, I guess, round it all off, came back, got my fucking...
I actually think it's disappointing if you come back and you aren't the boss of a district by now. Like, that's a vacation to Japan that has failed.
Well,
you didn't wind up as the boss.
Which district of Ikebukuro are you now the Kenkabancho of?
Yeah.
Not quite Ikebukuro, but I'm gonna take Hakone for myself.
That was a good badass rumble you had.
I said it before and I'll say it again, man. The best place.
So will you see why I love the country so much?
Oh yeah,
not even the media.
It's amazing. It's
For clarity's sake, Wooly, I can clearly tell by the fact that you're sitting there that you're not Skyping in this week.
I'm not Skyping in this week.
I was gonna say, Wooly sounds
and
different.
neither am I.
No,
not yet.
Next week.
We are physically here for now.
Imminently.
And then, as of tomorrow morning, you'll be living in the database.
By the time you fuckers hear this, I will be possibly dead on a plane.
That's correct.
Possibly.
You know what? It's the roughest plane ride you will ever have in your life. But what you want to do, man? The place I'm talking about, Hakone, is what they styled Tokyo 3 after.
Oh!
Okay? So the little countryside and the villages and the roads and everything that you see that is Tokyo 3 in Evangelion is this place called Hakone. It's the most beautiful thing.
What about the angels?
No, they're
not.
Well, there's statues that if you squint, they might look like an angel.
Japan has built itself up a little too much. It's now bound to disappoint.
Wow.
Does the Gundam fight other Gundams for Earth independence?
Only in December.
Darn.
But you can go see the fucking deer 24/7. He walked right into a fight between two bucks going at it because a female was nearby, and they were just like showing off and going nuts. And tourists are like getting dangerously close to them, and they're like, whatever, we don't give a fuck. And then this third guy jumps in the middle of it, and then you get this three-way ramming
I
battle.
heard that there's this one temple that is constantly being gnawed on by raccoons, and all the monks are like, "This is bullshit because we can't kill them. Like we have to hire people to kill them, and even then we're pissed we got to do that. But they're literally eating our home.
Oh god.
These are the worst. These Tanuki men.
Yeah.
This is
money in the
lot
a
of yen.
mountain of yen. A mountain of fucking yen right here.
One yen is fucking useless.
Oh my! You will never spend them.
You'll never
so
spend
as soon as you get them, just put them in the garbage.
No.
In the garbage
Straight
they
in
go.
trash.
You
I
did
will
that-
not throw money out.
It's
Despite
not
the
money.
fact that you've seen me many times throw money straight into the garbage.
The
When
one
in
yen.
Seattle, you guys started throwing out all your American money. It was weird.
When you get
That's
change
worth
back,
stuff, idiot.
Not the nickels.
It's still worth
The
a
only
nickel.
thing 1 yen coins are good for is candy shops. Oh, because they still do. You know,
I guess
you know
the
penny candies.
penny candies.
They still
Yeah,
do
I
that
guess so.
there.
But no
But,
machines will
you
take
know-
anything lower than a 10 cent and or a 10 yen.
Yeah.
And you're just fucked with all these fucking coins. It's
Yeah.
garbage. It's the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
Well,
The Japanese government has your DNA now, though.
Yeah, I guess they do.
We can clone him.
And as far as conversion goes, why would you want
The worst
to know?
natural
Don't
disaster
do
in our
that.
history.
To create an army of predator guys to guard Japan.
my plan for the conversion is I'm just going to do whatever I want, and when I get back, I'll look at my bank account and be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, okay. That works. That works. But it's just if for a general gist of an idea, just move 2 decimal places up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
of course.
that.
That's
but I
it.
fuck it up every time still.
Don't even try to just
Yeah, I move them
highball
over in
and
the
lowball.
wrong direction. And then like, oh, this is basically free.
The train lines are the worst thing ever until they become the best thing ever.
Yeah, that's true.
So you'll see, you'll learn. No, and there was going to be more, right?
that's all right.
You see, I was going to have it set up where you reach under your chairs and everybody pulls out a fucking blackout god.
Right.
Oh, right.
Oh,
But the
what?
man stopped
The man
me.
stopped you from bringing
The
liquid.
man stopped me.
Right.
Despite the fact that it was the
Damn.
exact perfect amount, they said no.
You
They
can't
didn't
look at
fucking.
this out.
Because they
No,
looked at the thing that said blackout god and was like, you don't know.
Did you have those moments like on the first days where you're just like, I can't fucking sleep. It's 4 in the morning.
No, totally. Yeah.
And you
He
just go
has
out
that.
and you just walk around late at night and you're just like, this is great. This is
Shinjuku
great.
is fantastic for
Isn't
that.
it?
Shinjuku
Oh,
never sleeps.
That's where I
So-
stayed. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you find your Harlock figure in a 50 yen bed?
Oh my god! Wow. No. But fuck,
Just in some
man.
pharmacy.
That
There's
joke
an old
is so
lady at the
good,
counter.
you should have set it up. Like, you should have brought your own and then
and then dumped it
that
in the
would have been
bin,
worth
yeah.
it.
Yeah, but dude, they have so much love for like your shit, Matt.
Like, what's
Predator.
Your Predator shit,
Yeah.
your T-1000 shit.
Yeah, no,
Your-
like Terminator, like certain American sci-fi movies like that, Japan is in love. Like Alien as well, like Terminator,
Yeah,
Predator, Alien.
I mean, I didn't see a ton of Xenos, but I saw a fuck ton of Predators and a fuck ton of Terminator stuff.
Like Square Enix just showed they showed the new Nomura Catwoman figure and all that, but they showed like their samurai Predator. Like
Yeah.
Square
Yeah,
Enix is
yeah,
making
yeah.
Predator figures. Like, who the fuck would think that?
And there was an awesome one where they had a T-100 all like decked out with the clothing and the war like uniform and
and
whatever.
then it turned out it was a real guy.
No. Yeah, you go in the back and they have a big thing of the actual jacket from Road Warrior 1 and 2.
Whoa, really?
Japan loves Road Warrior.
And they had them right there, like with
Sick.
the big picture and the sign, and it was like, holy shit, how the fuck did
That's
this
awesome.
random store in Osaka, you know what I mean?
Money.
Yeah.
Fucking money.
And
He
then
wanted it more than anyone else, and
Yeah.
he got it.
And on my second pass through Akiba, I saw one of the military otaku stores.
Yeah.
Which are interesting.
Those are neat,
'cause-
aren't they?
Yeah, they're neat little
Yeah.
things. Because I'm like, I know there's a lot of guys that are into this. They're like, yeah, they've got the airsoft type gun things and the full, like,
Now,
regalia.
the airsoft guns in Japan, to my knowledge, don't have orange tips. Right?
I don't think so, no. I don't
Since
think
there's
so.
no
So,
guns,
Wooly,
I
here's
mean-
my advice. As cool as those are, don't buy those.
That's not, nope, not an idea. Don't want to do it. I've seen...
Hell, I shouldn't buy them for myself.
But what was cool was the side of that
Oh, this-
store...
This is stupid.
was just, hey, here's all the military stuff, now here's all the biohazard shit. And it was just like, they've got a whole bunch of t-shirts, they had like biohazard tape, you know,
want
stuff
Leon's
like
jacket?
that.
Remember, there's a
Got it,
biohazard cafe restaurant.
Yeah.
that you could go to.
Oh, I guess I missed that.
Well, I'm not sure if it's
Isn't it a
seasonal thing.
Capcom cafe? And they had like the Ace Attorney stuff at some point. And
I'm not-
anyway, they've got one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Universal has the ride, but no, and they have the shelf, and they have all the uniforms, and then they've got the Leon jackets, just a bunch of them on the fucking thing, rack, ready to go. So
$600.
they're there.
They're there. You can get it.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's some great stuff, man.
Did you have that moment in Akihabara or otherwise where you went into like a soft map and you were just walking through it and you got to the floor that was just 99% porn, ceiling to ceiling, wall to wall?
I didn't go into any soft maps.
Okay.
I missed
The
those
porn
floors.
floor.
I missed those floors, honestly. I knew where
What
they
a shame.
were, and someone gave me a heads up too. They're like, if you see a store that's like, hey, we got DVDs. If you see the word DVD, it's
porn.
DVD means porn.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So just keep that in mind as well, you know.
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, no, that's it, man.
You glad to be back?
I'm.
Or are you just like,
It's so
Like,
much.
would you spend another week? Like,
Yeah, well, it's like okay. There's too much to catch up on. There's too much to catch up. Too many good games I couldn't touch.
you have to
month,
put your life
yeah.
on hold.
Yeah. And like I was explaining to you just now, it was like the closest I could get to playing Ultimax was the old arcade version over there, which was only had like 2 or 3 new characters.
Doesn't have the 3 best characters.
doesn't have the ones I want to use exactly, and that I had to make do with and just fuck Smash Brothers entirely.
Yeah.
And if I were to miss Bayo as well, I'd start getting
Yeah, I did a
angry
good
and
job planning my trip.
violent. So yeah,
violent.
yeah, a little bit. You know, I think some extra time would be good, but I want to do that later.
Sure.
And I want to definitely hit up the islands and all the cool spots I didn't get to. You know, that's the idea.
Well, it'll stay there.
Yeah.
So you can go back.
Yeah, no, totally. And I mean, a lot of people have, not a lot of people, but some friends have gotten in touch with like so you've got the notes, you know the deal, can you help me? I want to go over it. I'm like, yeah, I got the notes. I can hook you up. It's a done deal.
Fantastic.
So, enjoy.
You're not here to punch me, so it's fine.
Oh, it's true.
Oh,
you know what,
I'll just stock them up, Liam.
Oh,
just save
true.
'em up.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
get your
yeah.
digs, right?
When I was
I
doing
already
the-
have to punch
the
you
Loot
for like
Crate
3
thing.
things I saw here in Japan.
Let's cover our weeks starting from the future and moving backwards through time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now, Pat, you are the furthest in the future. How
It's
is your
Tuesday
week?
morning, man.
Holy shit.
Bullshit.
Korra is
So
out.
Yeah.
So first of all, I want to make a couple of statements. More than Japan, I have discovered, due to Japan, my latent desire for coffee.
Oh yeah.
No kidding.
I have never drank coffee, but I've had like, hey, here, have a sip of this bullshit from Tim Hortons, and I always went, right?
And is the nation not ready to deliver on that want?
It's ready to deliver. So basically, I ran into a similar problem that you did, Willie, where I got here and my brain goes, well, I get off the, the
You're dead. Your brain
flight,
is telling you that you're dead.
That's correct.
right? And my brain is, like you said, it's telling me that I have died, and that I need like poison electrolytes or something.
Yeah.
But I could not find my poison of choice, which is Red Bull, and could not find it. So I'm like, okay, well, there are 180 different kinds of coffee in this
You
machine.
gotta settle for Blackout God.
Wait, is it just
Sometimes-
like Shenmue? Like a big coffee machine?
Yes.
Yes.
Holy
exactly.
shit.
Dude, it is a vending machine that is the most next level vending machine you have ever seen.
Amazing.
On every corner, and not only on every corner, like 4 on a corner.
Yeah.
So you,
And then in one case 8 on a corner, and they're all run by different companies, so every single item is different. And so you pay $1 and you get fantastic milk and sugar, like hot coffee in a can. It is
occasionally
just-
you can get little
that's coffee.
foodstuffs in there too.
Yeah, it's just life changing.
Yeah.
You gotta find the Suntory machines if you want Boss Coffee.
Of course. Well, they're not exactly hard to
I
find.
found
right?
one
But-
of those, and the Boss Coffee wasn't like. It was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as some of the other ones I've been having. Like the advertising has misled me.
Well, it's just the most popular, as far as I know.
If you drink this coffee, surely it will banish the wind and ghosts from your soul and into the
But
forest
now,
of Hokkaido.
now I'm fucked because now I want hot coffee in a can at every like possible opportunity.
Yeah.
and that
I'm
you've
gonna
only
have
got
to
a
come
week
back
left
home
of that. Yeah.
and go talk to a human being
oh no!
to get coffee.
Doesn't it feel good, like just plopping 100 yen coin in?
It feels fucking amazing. And just like every single, like, Wooly, you talked about this like not last week but 2 weeks ago. Every single piece of food I have eaten here is the best of that piece of food I have eaten.
And not even necessarily from a fancy place or anything. Like
that beef shop like around the corner is going to blow your mind.
Next to the guest house, there's this nice little chain restaurant called Coco's, and if you looked at it, it would look like a Denny's or something of that caliber. You know, just like, oh, it's the shitty little fucking right. And you go in there, and I had like chicken steak, and it's the best chicken I've ever had in my life. I ordered the Big American apple pie on their Big America menu, and it's the best apple pie I've ever had in my life.
That's not
fair.
fair.
In Japan at a fast food place.
Right.
I know.
No one does American food better than Japan.
Now,
It's
Pat,
the weirdest thing.
And specific to Coco's and a couple other places like that, how great is it to sit at a table and do whatever the fuck you want and have a button to call them when you're ready?
It's so useful.
I am ready for you.
Yes.
But then you run into the problem where you hit the button, and all I know of Japanese right now is for ordering food, and it's kodeku desai. It's like, can I please have this?
This, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
And that level of mastery causes the assumption of a total level of mastery.
Yeah.
At which point, the nice lady serving me jabbers on, I don't know, like
About
10
the grudge.
sentences.
She spouts kanji at you.
Yeah.
And just
You have to dodge
and
it.
then I end up
attacks
looking.
you.
I end up looking to my girlfriend and going, "Help!"
This woman is pointing in this direction. She says we should go there, and you look up and you're like, okay, let's open up into this house, and you're inside the grudge house, and you're like, I didn't understand what she was saying.
No.
I thought the food was
Side
here."
quest accepted.
Side quest. Yeah.
So
Yeah, how's the
Japan.
jet lag? How's the place? How's
Jet-
the fucking
okay, jet lag.
everything, man?
jet lag is real bad.
Yep,
Oh boy.
that plane ride.
Right.
So, what have you done so far? dude?
Yeah, how's the actual country?
Let's see. I went down to Dotonbori. I saw. Oh man, going down to Dotonbori, like you and I must have had a very different experience, Wooly, because you didn't play Yakuza 2.
No.
Sure.
And going down there and standing on that bridge, all like this giant, amazing cityscape with these like huge neon lit skyscrapers, and all I can think about is that they've added another safety rail on the bridge that would make it impossible for Kiryu to throw guys off the bridge.
Oh no.
That's a shame.
Like that's it. Aside from specific locations, I'll get to a couple more of those in a second. Dude, you were talking all sorts of love about the trains here. What is wrong with you, Wooly? These are the worst trains that have ever existed.
No.
Like, have ever been created.
Wait, what are you actually...
Why?
Go on,
Let's pause right here. Whenever Pat's been anywhere,
Yeah.
he'll go, this sucks really hard compared to where I live.
Yes.
Is that this, or is that just like you're just not used to it?
But no, it's like the trains are smooth, quiet, reliable. Like the machine that you use to get on them is awesome. The people at the station are helpful. The problem is that you get on the train and then it doesn't go where you want to go.
Because you got on the wrong train.
Because you don't know where you're going.
No. The train says your station, and then you get on it, and the guy on the intercom says your station, and then you watch as you fly by your station,
Because you're on the express.
and end up like 30 minutes away.
Oh no.
Why?
You
I
got-
have been getting lost on these trains a lot.
Well.
Yeah,
I
but
hope
that
next
might wind
week
up
you have
in
a better
your favor.
experience.
Like you go to the wrong place, and this wrong place was better than our destination.
Oh, I'm at the
And you're
Gretz
like,
house
That's
now.
usually been pretty close to the case.
There you go.
Just like, and like, clean. Holy shit! these
No
people are
litter.
Clean.
Yeah.
No litter.
Yeah.
No litter.
No litter.
Nowhere.
There's no time to litter when you have to play Monster Hunter.
I saw a single piece of garbage on the
Yes.
ground the
And the
entire
cops
time.
and the cops were circling it and like giving it
flashlight.
tickets.
Yeah, well, and then everyone looks at it and goes, that's where the gaijin were. The foreigners were
yeah,
here.
yeah, exactly.
And then Japanese
that's
cops
the
is
running
filming.
joke.
Oh,
It's
man,
like
yeah.
I've run into probably the weirdest scenario. Like the experience, Wooly, you encountered this, and I'm encountering it especially with my girlfriend. The experience of being other, of like everyone is staring at me. Everyone is staring at me all the time.
You're like a notorious monster.
It's awesome. It's awesome. No, and also you people that told me Japanese folks were short, you lied.
It's not
They're
really
not
the case.
short.
They're kind of the same kind of height. Yeah.
They're still taller than me.
Oh, were you expecting some kind of ego boost?
I was expecting to be able to see over at least like one person's head that wasn't
Pat was
a
going to
child.
be Gilligan for a minute. Let him have that.
So I went down to Dotonbori, which is amazing. Like just the scale. And like, I wish we had little bridges that overlooked like entire city skylines back home. I went to a cool little barcade called Space Station, where I had a Zangief, which is a strong white Russian,
Nice.
Love it.
which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Nothing special, just put more vodka.
Good. Yeah.
And it's got a
let's
bunch
see,
of chest hair on the glass.
Yeah, well, I don't need any more. But I went down to Nara. Wooly, you went to Nara also, right?
Fucking deer!
Those deer don't have their head, well, not their heads, God.
Antlers.
They don't have their antlers anymore.
We talked
so
about
thank
this,
God,
right?
because when I got in, the first thing I saw was this nice little lady like trying to feed them, and one of them like headbutted her like near to the floor.
And her face
Just Urian headbutt style, just
Yeah, and it's
It puts up an Aegis deflector and starts bouncing her off the shrine.
Deer just do unblockables all day long in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
beautiful scum.
She's getting up and he's like, ball! Overhead. What?
Get to work, leg.
Anyway, yeah.
So, Wooly, you were at Nara, right? So,
I
this
was.
giant, amazing, beautiful, like, picturesque temple, like, surrounded by all these deer everywhere. And it's like a postcard, except for the fact that every square millimeter of ground is just covered with deer shit.
I was about to say.
And the trick to get around the fact that your national monument is like just covered in feces is to tell people that it's good luck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. I hope you wore different shoes that day.
Yes, I did.
Good. Smart. That's what I
And
did
even
too.
then I washed them, so fuck it. I went down to Osaka Castle, which is both bigger and smaller than I expected.
Okay.
Like from a distance, it looks like really, really large. Like everything else in this country, like the sky, like building wise. And when I got up close to it, I'm just like, how is Ryu supposed to fight
on
the edge?
Yeah.
It's like you
Jump
could barely-
down.
Like
There's
you
just
fit,
not
like,
enough
3
real
eyes
estate.
on there.
Yeah.
How about that moat?
That dude,
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's a really nice
like
castle.
it's useful, sure, for the invading hordes or whatever, but it's just beautiful. But yeah, that foundation is like the biggest part of the whole fucking castle.
Did
Like
you
go
read-
up to it and you look up and it's all like in your face. It's just all foundation, and then it, like way up above you, it's pretty castle.
Did you read the story of like the family in the castle and Nobunaga and all that shit? As you
Yes,
went
I did.
down?
With you talking about with the little the holograms?
Yeah, with the little TVs. Yeah, exactly.
Did it look
Like,
just
that's
like the
not-
opening to Onimusha 3?
More or less, you
Okay.
know.
More
Yes,
French
it did,
actors.
man.
All right.
Pretty much exactly the same. Just with
Jean
holograms
Reno is an
inside the
important part of
walls.
Japanese history.
Yeah, definitely. He was
Like, I'm
Hideyoshi's second man.
Yep.
I'm looking at all this stuff and all this history and all these dioramas, and I'm overwhelmed with this feeling of ignorance because it's all Nobunaga and Hideyoshi, right? And all I can think of is I don't know anything about these people other than Nobunaga's apparently Satan.
And he has a good ambition.
He's the final boss of like a dozen games,
Yeah.
and that Hideyoshi's the other guy.
Yeah.
Hideyoshi was
like-
his second, yeah.
But then don't forget Mitsuhide.
Oh, he's the guy with the fight.
Guess what's gonna happen? He
I
betrays
don't know.
him.
And then Takeda Shingen kicks all their asses.
It
and-
happens how many times, Liam?
how many Dynasty Warriors? Like
every fucking game.
No, but in Samurai Warriors and every anime season, there's like 3 of them. Square Enix released 2 different IPs based on that in the past 2 years. It's too much. I love it, but there's too much.
Like when old ladies watch like old timey Humphrey Bogart movies or like soap operas, they're like, "Oh, this is just like my stories." I really like it. Like Japanese women be playing Dynasty Warriors. Oh, it's just like my stories.
Dynasty
Hideyoshi.
Warriors.
Oh, that Lubu.
So anything else about Nihon?
Yeah, 2 things. One, Wooly, did you end up going to Yodobashi Camera?
No, I didn't.
God damn it! This is the best. Like this is like I went to temples, I went to castles. This camera store is Japan.
To be clear, it's an electronics store at this point.
Okay.
Well, it says camera on the side.
No, it is still called Yodobashi Camera.
So, Liam, you've been there, right?
I've been to.
He's lived in there
pretty much all the
overnight.
the big.
Okay,
electronics.
so
I avoided those in the soft maps. I just
this
that's a
isn't
shame.
like this is an 8th-floor electronics store that is like
It might be
larger
that one
than.
that- was it the one that Spooky went to in his video? Because it was also
There's a lot of them.
There's similar ones.
It's a chain.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first impression is this is the brightest place
Yeah.
I have ever been in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It has the brightest halogen lights off on every corner of the ceiling, on every shelf, everywhere. It is searing. It is like walking into the electronic
Hell.
art of the universe.
It literally purifies your skin.
Yes, and then you wander up to the game. Like, there's restaurants at the top under the assumption that you're just going to spend the whole day here.
Yeah.
For to get a mental image, Matt, it's like if you go to a Best Buy, but the floors are bigger and they're densely packed with stuff,
Much more dense,
and there's 8 of them.
Yeah.
Like this thing's fucking massive.
Yeah, in Spooky's video of it, it was like very clear that this is the culture. Is we need 8 floors of electronics.
We'll build
Yeah,
upwards,
absolutely.
right?
So you go up to the game aisle,
Yeah.
and it's the not aisle, sorry, floor,
Floor.
Yeah.
and it's the best floor of anything. I'm like, you're salivating.
It's
because-
awesome, isn't it?
Because you go and you have your games, your systems, your extreme novelty items, like your Monster Hunter 3DS case. Right next to that is all of your JoJo in the JoJo corner.
Of course.
Right next to that is all of your boy romance novels. Next to your romance novels.
Right where they should be.
It's like amazing. Everything you could ever want is right there, and that's where the problem ran into.
Too much choice.
Because
right?
I
Too much
walked
choice.
in there, and I look over, and every single wall is just covered with, "Hey man, you know what's out right now? Monster Hunter 4G.
Yeah.
It's out right now. Hey, look at that. That's a new 3DS right over there. Don't touch it."
Just look
It's
at
right
it.
there.
It's right there.
Right there.
And like Bayo's there, Bayo's will be there by the time I get back.
Every
But-
new thing is there from wall to wall.
So
yeah.
I end up just pacing back and forth in this camera store. And long story short, I may have made a stupid series of purchases.
Oh.
I may be bringing back a new 3DS and
God.
Monster Hunter.
And a couple of mountains of boy love novels.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
So what you're saying is
That's not the
now,
stupid purchase.
No.
Mount Splashmore, take me there
Right
now.
now.
Yes.
Okay,
That's
fair
pretty much it, Matt. So I'd like to announce that starting today, Liam, I'm going to need your help learning Japanese.
I'm not going to get you
I'd
too
really
far,
appreciate
but
it.
I'll help with what little I can.
You managing with the chopsticks and everything?
Oh man, chopsticks are no problem.
Yeah, no, I don't think
Like that's not an issue.
People in Japan are really impressed that like we
Oh,
can
yeah?
handle chopsticks, but like we use
It's
them
been
all
years
the time.
now, exactly, yeah.
So-
I know.
You know that Japan has seen the fork,
But I just,
Yeah.
it's not like they're plowing 40 acres with a couple of pool cues.
but I believe, I don't know. I see Pat as being the kind of guy that would just, for some reason, just get really angry at them and just.
Well,
fucking,
no, you think that because I have horrible stubby fingers that aren't good for chopsticks.
But they're
I
really
wasn't
good.
saying
for
it.
He's
picking
had
up
that
the
Korean
soap by
place
hand.
next to him for a while, and they use chopsticks too, don't they?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
exactly the reason why this is okay.
That answers that question.
That's how you get to Carnegie Hall. You practice.
Yeah, as long as they don't bring you the pity knife and fork,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Oh no, that hasn't happened yet.
because they have those.
Usually- usually meals are accompanied with chopsticks, and then over to the side is like a box of Western utensils.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like a whole case of them.
Isn't it really cool how they just have a ton there? So, like, hey, you drop whatever, I'll just get a new one, you know?
Yeah, fuck it.
Or, you know...
I'll just get a new one.
You just have them. No need to ask for replacements or anything. It's just handy.
Dude, Wooly, did you talk about the towels?
No, but they're the
great.
best thing ever.
Dude, how did you not talk about the pre-food towel?
There was just other stuff going on, man. I don't know, but you're right. Tell them about it.
Every single restaurant
Like a
will
proper
bring
sit-down
you
place, yeah.
a hot towel to wash your hands with before the meal.
And
Every single one.
And it's not like a wet nap or anything. Like it's a
towel.
warm.
It is the equivalent of a tiny barber's hot towel.
I remember eating at 2 places in like North America where I remember getting some sort of hot towel, and I asked whoever I was with, "What's the towel?"
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, it's just like a pre-meal towel." I'm like, "What?
Do I eat it?
Am I supposed to eat the... Yeah, exactly.
No, you don't.
Am I supposed to swallow my meal?"
Okay, Pat, you have to start a camera and then just eat the next towel and see what everyone
I'm
thinks
not
of you
going
on
to eat
camera.
the towels. These nice
Do
people.
it for the camera. Just
If I listened to you motherfuckers, I would be
Exactly.
kicked out of this country.
The thing with the trains, dude, though, Pat, is that as confusing and as terrible as it is when you get on the wrong one and don't get where you want to go, when
Yeah.
you look at the grand scheme of things, it's just this perfect, harmonious movement of
Yeah,
like
you're right.
it's the tightest ship
astonishing.
ever run.
unbelievable.
Like, not gonna lie, I never really had any problems with them at all. Like, it went
Well,
pretty
then
well.
I hate you, Liam.
You know, just take your time, check,
just
check,
get good, I
recheck.
guess.
You know, don't get on the wrong train. Well, glad to hear you're having a good time.
yeah, man, that's
Yeah,
cool.
overall, are you having
Fantastic.
a good time? Okay.
Good,
Absolutely.
good stuff.
Good.
I'm going to be going down to Kyoto and Universal Studios in the next couple days.
Cool.
No,
If I'm lucky, I'll get to see that Biohazard thing.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, I hope it's still there.
It is currently still there. It just matters whether or not I get to it on time.
Okay, that'd be really sick. You gotta manage that.
right.
But it's fantastic. Like, and I actually like playing against Japanese players more because their connections are way better than most American players. It's a little
Even
funny.
from the West Coast?
Even from West Coast to Japan, those matches are way smoother. So
Yeah. Hey, so I should mention something about Japan. I got here, and my girlfriend has this Wi-Fi thing that we've been carrying around.
Oh, they're amazing, aren't they?
This Wi-Fi thing that costs like $35 is faster than my fucking internet at home.
Exactly.
This just gives you internet,
and it
right?
runs on 3G. Yeah.
No, North
Yeah, and you
American
just leave the
internet
house
is
with it.
garbage, dude.
It's
By
unbelievable.
comparison.
I'm paying 3 or 4 times as much for a wired connection that I can't leave with.
how big
That's
is it?
not
Is it
as
like a
good.
Ghostbusters backpack?
No, it's like a cell phone.
No, it is the size. It is smaller than my cell phone.
Holy shit! This is bullshit.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
We have third world internet compared to some other places.
Yeah, I still have horrible internet where I live in California.
Well,
can't do
Well,
anything
it's
about
not
it.
like California is like any sort of central hub for computers or anything.
no.
Yeah, no, it's Silicon Valley's
No
just
servers there.
no one cares anymore.
No, it's all flash and thunder.
And riots and earthquakes.
Yeah.
So where are you right now, Pat? Where in the world is Pat San Diego?
The world is little Pat Walter.
Nice.
Oh,
good
that's-
one.
Great, amazing.
That's real smooth.
I didn't know
That's
what to
real,
call
real
him.
smooth.
I should call him Gnome in Japan, or
Shoehorn the syllables into the song. That's how it works. How's it
Anyway,
going?
where I am is the beautiful downtown Sheraton in Hiroshima, Japan. First thing I did last week after the podcast, I went down to Universal Studios
West Jake.
because I wanted to get into the Biohazard thing.
yeah, you did.
So, fun for me, Biohazard shit is ticket appointment only.
I was hoping you would have to be this height to enter and you wouldn't make it.
So fuck me.
Oh, shit.
That's impossible. That being said, Matt, they have a giant water world section.
Do they
at
tattoo your
Universal
back?
Studios Japan. No,
And you have to deposit 40 yen to continue.
Oh,
no,
God.
I did not.
Are
I
there
did not-
actors
so
that dress up?
So the Universal, the fucking Waterworld sequence is the most. Apparently, it's the coolest part of the park because I was told it's a live stunt show that reenacts the final action scene of the movie.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah. Okay.
What they do have is an awesome Jurassic Park attraction.
Cool.
That has you going through like the containment thing. It's a fucking like log ride.
Jurassic Park.
But what is this Universal Studios Japan's big thing is their Harry Potter thing?
Yeah.
Of course.
And
yeah,
you're into Harry Potter, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not anymore.
You got out of the game.
Yeah, now you're a muggle.
Out of the game when the spoiler hit. I got out.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you said as much at some point.
But I went down there and they have just they make you walk for like 15 minutes through a forest in the middle of I don't know. But they have totally recreated Hogsmeade and the castle to a scale that looks real.
Wow, that's cool.
Real convincing.
Don't they have that in the States too?
Yeah, there's an American Hogwarts as well.
Okay.
That's also pretty new.
Does USJ have butterbeer?
Yes, it does. I did not have the chance to try.
Fuck?
There were too many super fans
or fire
in the
whiskey.
way.
My sister went to the one in the States. She said the butterbeer was atrocious.
Oh no!
It was just too sugar and nothing. Apparently,
that's what kids love.
I know.
It's like, the process happened where I turned to my girlfriend and I said, "Is that real beer?" And she said, "No, it's butterbeer." And I said, "Well, we don't have to stand in line then."
Isn't it fucked how quickly the sun sets there, man?
So that is what I don't get. I don't get. My girlfriend has been telling me every day, it's the land of the rising sun.
Yes,
that also means it's the land of the setting
that
sun.
That shit's in a hurry to get the fuck out, man.
It's just gone.
That combined with the time zone, like this makes no sense. How is their time zone like set to a time in which 4:30 p.m. is when the sun goes down?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
How did they decide that
What
meant it was
accident
4:30 in the
happen?
afternoon? It's bullshit.
Good old
and as a
3
result,
o'clock
everything
dusk.
everything in the fucking country just closes at 5 p.m.
Ooh, that's
yeah.
Like,
Tokyo's alive. Tokyo's alive after dark.
Yeah, I bet.
But the other places.
Hiroshima is not. Osaka is a little bit more.
Anyway.
So Universal Studios is awesome. I don't know. Like there will be footage of this because I don't know how to say this in a way that doesn't sound like the lamest thing ever. But they have a light show / parade there that is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's all off-brand Disney robot elephants.
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course, those classic characters.
Like made out of light bulbs, and it's the loudest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. So Wooly and Liam, I remember vividly you guys talking about a Gundam machine in the arcades.
Yeah. Well, there's the
it's
pod.
a sphere. Kind of.
Yeah, the pod.
Right. Yeah.
That thing's awesome.
So you played it?
That thing's amazing.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Which is great.
And I got to play Gunslinger Stratos
Yay.
finally.
It's good, isn't it?
But I only got to play the tutorial because
Why?
the machine was telling me to get a card.
It's a Nessica card, but you just have to press the cancel button.
In the language... Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I was stuck in the training mode and didn't get to actually play it because I can't read the language.
Yeah.
But more important than that, Wooly, did you go to the Sega Avion?
There are Sega arcades all over. Like,
anyway, more important than any of these arcades games is the girl Photoshop booth.
Oh yes, Pikura.
Purikura.
Purikura, rather, yeah.
There are some very weird-looking photos of me and my girlfriend in my fucking bag now.
Okay.
Of our eyes blown out to shit. I don't understand the appeal of this machine, because I did it as like a novelty goof, right? Haha, I have big anime eyes.
You just described the appeal.
Yeah, but you also like don't wear like you don't understand the appeal of makeup, and you don't understand like it's the same thing.
Hey, kawaii!
Yeah.
Sugoi! That's it. We're done.
It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's like a cultural thing that we just don't
With
have.
all this Japan talk,
But we have photo booths. So we have those.
Did you see that new app that Japan has that if you take a picture of your cat and you sync it up with your cat's face, an anime cat girl pops out and it's individualized to the color pattern of your cat and
it's
the
like
cat's
barcode
eyes.
Kanojo.
How did that take so long to get made?
I don't know. I just saw it. I just saw this little orange like tabby cat, and then this like hot little cat girl jumps out. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh my god. That sounds like that would be the first app ever made for a phone in Japan
That's the
ever.
worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Matt furiously scanning Zach.
That's
that'd
the
be
worst
so
thing
cool.
I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know. I think it's alright.
Let's see. What else is on this fucking thing? Unless, Wooly, did you have just a question?
No, well, no, I was gonna ask you, where else? Because you clearly went to one of the good arcades that had the multiple floors. Play any rhythm games? Did you see any of the crazy rhythm games?
I went down to the rhythm game section, saw it, and went, nah.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Sure.
And then I went up to the fighting game section and was baffled at the shit selection of games until I found the emulator box that lets you play Exard.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's weird.
It's the PC.
So you
basically.
you have six arcade cabinets that are emulator boxes that play 20 games. Then you have 4 solid rows of BlazBlue.
Finally.
Yep. Well, which arcade did you? I mean, like
it sounds like you were in. It sounds like you were in one of the the offbeat ones.
If you look around, you'll totally find other ones with a better selection. I'm sure. I mean, I haven't been to the area, but I'd be shocked.
Yo, Exard feels real good.
Exard's good, isn't it?
It's fucking Exard.
It's Guilty
Exard's
Gear.
real good.
Yeah.
Aside from arcades, I climbed Inari Mountain, which is where the that Fox Shrine is.
Mm-hmm.
There are like 80,000 shrines built into this fucking mountain.
Yeah, you have to worship.
Like, it's 3 hours up. Well, I guess if you're a piece of shit like me. And every single step of the way, you know in Shadow Warrior that bit where it's those red gates that you're walking through.
Yeah.
Like
the Torii. Yeah.
Okay. This is like a full 2 kilometers of that up a mountain.
That's cool.
That just never.
Okay, because when you said like it was a 3-hour trip and you climbed the mountain, I was like, oh, you're talking about the smallest mountain in the world? It's in Osaka.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well,
No.
And also, when
halfway.
you describe that, it reminds me of that one scene in Ninja Scroll where he's under all those arches, and he like looks around, and that's after he gets poisoned in Ninja Scroll.
Well, we actually went to that place, and there's a place in Kyoto.
Went to Ninja Scroll.
To Ninja Scroll, exactly.
He went to the Ninja Scroll exhibit. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah, man.
The big rock guys there.
The Venom Lady and
Venom
shit.
Lady.
Autographing stuff.
Like, can I run in the forest with you, blind swordsman? He's like, no, not today. It's my day off. That'd be awesome.
So I don't want to go too deep into that because like anything that I can say, like it'll be better in video form. It's just fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that there are people that totally live on this fucking mountain, and you get all the way to the top, which kicked my ass. And you're overseeing Kyoto from the top of a mountain, and then at the very tip top, an old man lives there.
Yes,
like a 90-year-old man.
Yeah,
like when I was shooting a bit, would like just wandered out of his house to like fix his umbrella.
Yeah, if you bring in the right metals, he'll make you a sword.
Yeah.
The Masamune.
Or the Murasama, take your pick.
Whichever. Or both. I mean, yeah.
2 for 1 today.
Wooly, I remember we talked about it. Did you ever end up getting to go to Nijo Castle?
No, we went to Osaka Castle.
Okay, yeah. I talked about that last week.
Yeah, you did.
Nijo Castle, not as cool as Osaka Castle until you walk on the floor.
Yes,
the floor,
the super security floor there that squeaks.
The floor squawks at you like nightingales. And every single piece of the floor in every single part of this castle is yelling at you that you're going to kill the Shogun.
Yeah. I don't know if did you guys get the sort of like why this place exists
already.
And stuff?
Yeah.
It's this whole big corridor that surrounds the main room, and every step you take is loud as fuck.
So nobody could.
No ninjas.
It's called the Nightingale Hall because it sounds like nightingales are squawking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like everywhere. And then they've even pulled the bottom off the castle in a couple places so you can look, and it's the simplest thing ever. It's just nails rubbing up against like the wood in a really specific way that makes this noise. It's awesome.
So yeah,
let's
the guy's
see, what
like,
else we got here?
That's kind of
the
like
guy's
how...
like, oh, someone's clearly trying to assassinate me because someone's walking towards me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to kill the first person that I see.
Yeah, and then
so
they've got guards hidden in the
Nightingale-
walls, you know?
Yeah, so you have the Nightingale Hall, and then you have, okay, you see those doors with the tassels? Dudes just hung out in there waiting for assassination attempts. Like,
Waiting to kill.
Not very confident, the Shogun.
That
radical.
That hallway name reminds me of how in Naruto, Sasuke does the Chidori move.
Oh my god, get out.
And that means 1,000 birds because it's like 1,000 birds chirping like electricity.
Oh my god. Oh my god, shut your fucking mouth,
We just
Wooly.
end the
Shut
podcast here.
You're killing their...
What are we at? 10
Killing
minutes?
it.
That's good
He
enough.
did already.
He's already dead.
Yeah. Like I said, I was in...
I found my headband. No. I was digging through my
Will,
shit
did
and I
you
actually
find your
I
headband?
actually found it. I was digging through old shit and I found it and I fucking tossed it.
I know, I thought you were going to, like, make a comeback video.
Yeah.
Like you pour a 40 out while wearing the headband.
You should make a video of you being sad that
God
it's over.
damn it.
Just a retrospective on your life.
You pour the 40 out on a photo of Kishimoto or whatever.
What's going on, Pat?
Let's see. I'm in Hiroshima, which is awesome, beautiful city. I went to the Peace Museum.
Yeah, I heard Hiroshima bounced back.
It's like crazy. If you have a weak stomach or can't handle like tragedy, don't go to the Hiroshima Peace Museum.
Yeah.
That's what my
You know
girlfriend
what?
told me because she went as
Right,
well.
right.
That's the same
That
thing
is
as when...
the most brutal thing I have ever seen in my life.
That was the same thing as when my sister went to Poland and she went to the World War II museum there and she was like, that was rough.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is the roughest shit I've ever seen in my life because it's like, okay, so first of all, the museum's dirt cheap to enter. I think it's like $5 because they want you to come see it. They want everyone to come see it because atomic war is horrible. And then I went in expecting to see exhibits. What I wasn't expecting to go in was here's the destroyed / burnt off clothes that the 8-year-old caught in the blast.
Look at the horrors of this explosion. Absolutely.
You see any shadows on the floor type fucked up
shit? Yeah, no, they tore one of the human shadows off of a building and have it inside the thing. It is dark.
And they're like, here's that can that Wooly shakes.
What?
The can of mints or whatever.
From Grave of the Fire.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Boy's favorite pastime.
That's the one.
You fucking shit.
Sitting on we're gonna be old sitting on rocking chairs on a porch somewhere. At 80, I'm just gonna shake the can at you and you're gonna fucking have a heart attack and die.
It's gonna take him like 5 minutes to realize what you're doing, then he'll yell at you.
You guys are complete pieces of shit. By the way, I just remembered, because you're such pieces of shit, I have not even seen Blackout God. I have not even laid eyes on it anywhere.
Someone informed me.
It's on the shelf at the top.
It's only at Don Quixote. Don Quixote.
You guys
Don
are
Quixote.
assholes.
Yeah. And have you played any more
still
Monster
have
Hunter
yet
4?
to go to a... Pardon?
Have you played any more Monster Hunter 4?
No, not yet. I'm waiting to go back home where I can pull up everything on my television.
Yeah, absolutely.
And have like all that shit done.
Oh yeah, the graphics.
I played a little bit of it. The fucking tutorial fucked me up because it tells you to look up at guys in the sky. But I didn't know how to do that.
You're like, how?
So you're just walking around doing nothing.
No, because I didn't know what it wanted.
Understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Tutorial
so I'm gonna
this
start that
place,
back up when I'm home, and I have a quest guide and a translation guide, etc., etc.
There you go.
That's nice that there's enough of a fan base that they have that already done.
Gotta have it.
Okay, I'm glad you like it. What else is happening?
I'm losing you guys.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
We still hear you. Alright.
Okay, so technical issues aside, what was the last thing that I said that was heard by you guys as a
you were
human?
talking about Monster Hunter, and then you were kind of segueing to something else.
Yeah, you couldn't look up, and you were using a translation guide.
Yeah,
Monster Hunter.
No, basically, I'm gonna start putting time into that when I get back.
But somehow refused to use a translation guide for Yakuza.
Yeah.
So
what an upset.
To be fair,
Yakuza, should I say?
To be fair, Yakuza has way more text and story elements.
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
Monster Hunter has way less.
Like,
hey man,
like
quitters
here's the
never
thing,
win.
right? Even if
Winners
I
never
never
quit.
learn any Japanese and just get a menu guide, I'm going to be able to get through most of that game.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
every item has a symbol, and I know how to kill monsters.
And the story is just so thin.
Who cares about? There's a story. Who gives a shit? I want to get a bigger sword.
Sure.
Like that. That's what that
What's
game
the
is.
story
Samus
behind that
Buster.
sword?
But why do you want
what's-
a bigger sword?
I made it out of a Rathian's guts.
Why do you hunt?
That's the story.
you keep
Because
hunting.
monsters are bad.
What, are you sure monsters are bad, or you just don't understand them?
Oh, shut
Maybe
up.
if you were
Oh, shut
able
up,
to
you
read the monster's diary entries.
Yeah, you would know.
You guys are shits. You guys are
The
total shits.
monster's like itchy, tasty.
So last week I talked a lot about how the trains in
Yeah.
Osaka are the worst.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I had an excursion by myself with no help from anyone. My girlfriend was not there to like guide me throughout this strange place.
No stroller.
Back to Yodobashi because I decided to go nuts and buy a Mad Catz tea too, which are totally just on the shelf there. So all of a sudden the trains became really easy to follow, and I had no trouble getting lost.
I wonder why. It's like they were good all along.
And I seem to have pinpointed the navigational issue.
Oh no! Oh no!
Stop glaring at me.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
So we're gonna move. Fuck you. Anyway, so we're gonna move on. from this topic.
Oh no.
There's not much to moving along other than like I'm staying in a fancy hotel right now. The
Fancy.
Sheraton at Hiroshima is fucking 4-star. Dude,
4-star.
you should stay at fancy hotels.
Nah, man, I'd rather wear a yukata and chill in
I
the
wore the
bamboo
yukata.
backyard.
It came in my fancy hotel.
Yeah, they just give you that shit. It's filled with
It was
chocolate.
built in.
But do you get to contemplate emptiness and the nothingness that is reality?
He does that every
No,
night.
I drank a bottle of wine and stared out the window.
And stared at my feet.
Yeah, fair enough. Same thing.
Amazing.
That's pretty much it for my Cliff's Notes. Aside from one thing that I should mention, and I wonder, Liam and Wooly, I want to know if this happened to you. I didn't do anything special here at all, and I lost like
You went
11
to-
pounds.
Wow. That's interesting. Well, I don't know, man, because like from us eating out, I didn't really do anything, but every meal was rice and meat. There was very few veggies to be found.
Rice
I don't know.
rice,
To be honest, like I don't pay that much attention to my weight, so it didn't really.
What an asshole.
I didn't really check.
Yeah, you wouldn't, Liam, you
Oh.
piece of shit.
Oh.
You scrawny, lithe motherfucker.
By the way, the place you're staying in, the hotel you're staying in, or just in general, I don't know if you've been to other like guest places or whatnot, but have you gotten like amazing sheets and comforters the entire time?
Yes.
Like, go check the thread count on that shit. I'm pretty.
It's outstanding.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable thread
Just
count.
count them yourself if you're not sure.
Anyway.
Also, of note, this hotel has a super toilet.
Yeah, it
of
does.
course.
Yeah.
I finally used the super toilet.
Press the button, though. You press the button?
press the
You
button.
press the button!
How
Yeah!
your cheeks doing? Change your buns.
Isn't it?
I'm not a big fan of the button.
You don't like the button? The button's the life
fan of the
changer,
button.
man!
He's more of a 3 seashell kind of guy.
Oh.
It's definitely a life changer, but
He's more of a fist to the bum kind of guy.
I think I liked my life before.
Oh. You have no class, sir. You don't understand
Oh, yeah.
technology.
Well, okay, Wooly in his bathroom now has a spray bottle for his bum.
You gotta recreate the feeling somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
You just can't
No.
live without it
And
anymore.
you're just gonna plaster like
How
a
do I
Gundam
even-
HUD around like your periffs,
Well,
right?
you're just gonna get a super soaker and just
Yeah.
learn
Let it go.
learn how to aim it.
How do you even wipe
Remember
your
there was
butt
that
anymore?
super soaker with the nozzle at the end that you could turn to shoot around
Yeah.
corners
Oh
when
my
people
God,
were
shut
trying to
up.
like fucking
Perfect.
snipe you.
So
That's
you stand
perfect.
up, you 90-degree angle that shit,
Bam! Right in the kisser.
done.
Fuck this podcast.
It's not a good one.
Hey guys, I hate to interrupt, but I gotta go, or else my hotel is going to kick me.
No worries, man.
For that little indiscretion.
It's cool. Thanks for the updates. Off.
I will be back with you next week.
Say it
All right.
On the podcast.
Yay.
All right, see ya.
Off to the bamboo forest with you.
Yeah, something
Take
like
care.
that. All right, you guys have a good rest of the
Try
podcast.
to have a good flight.
Yeah, try to have a good flight. Not possible, but try.
The flight wasn't that bad.
Okay, well,
With
again,
everything else.
try to have a good flight, regardless.
Will
Take
do.
care.
All right, see you
Bye-bye.
guys.
See you later. Bye.